All right, good evening, baseball fans. Hopefully, we're going to do two tonight. Did a broadcast earlier today, 1917, an all-time baseball. Plus, showed up a really neat thing that I found out there called Baseball's Greatest Hits, which was a lot of fun, and might do one little stream on it sometime, but I don't want to spoil it. I think it's something you guys ought to pick up. It's a lot of fun. So I'm kind of playing fill-in a little bit here in the Shanks League, as Bernie is going to be out until the middle of September. He's visiting family, so that's always way more important than this. So I noticed in a couple channels that I know Dave Gardner's doing an F-ball game, Robert doing baseball, and there's only 5 and 9 people with those respectively. So could be a slow night here for baseball, but we are going to forge ahead. So for the Shanks League, I'm doing um, at bat mode for the stuff that I'm doing in Out of the Park as far as pick your teams or whatever. Continuing that. That's going to be a pitch by pitch, but we'll see. Last night went 14 innings between the Brewers and the Red Sox. So just going to toddle over here for a minute and take care of my cats. They need some water. So yeah, be right back with you guys. All right, and we're back, and people filing into the ballpark. No, Clinton. I try to wait until Robert. I did a game earlier today, but it wasn't Shanks. And as I said, I'm kind of we're doing a little bit different broadcasting this time. But nope, the only thing you missed today was 1917, and you were here, I think, for that for a little bit on old time baseball. All right, so welcome in Clinton Parks, Tex Ags, Nathaniel Lentz, and Bernie Strom. All right, so let's look at the standings. I don't know whose team is whose, and that's fine. I mean, I know my team, but that's pretty much it. So I know a couple. So MV, the Manchester team in the bingo division, in first place, 14 wins, one game up on Deerfield Beach. In the Shanks division, it's Kentucky with just a half game lead up on Canada. So looking over these, we're just going to do one game and then we're going to autoplay like a few weeks, and then I'll pass this back to either Steve or MV. So let me see. We've got possibly. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm liking the look of the Detroit-Las Vegas game. These two, Detroit at 10 and 11, Las Vegas at 10 and 9, and this is Denny McClain versus Bill Deneen. That's a possibility. At Millboss, John DFW's team, I believe. So Atlanta, Milwaukee, Boston against Long Island, and that's going to be Jim Palmer versus that should be Billy Pierce. Canada at Arlington, perhaps. Decent matchup there again. So every matchup tonight, except for Texas and Kentucky, actually looking at this one, those have winning records, but everybody else, one winning record, one losing record. So we're 22 games into Shanks already, and considering this just started last Saturday. Legends is he's Long Island, right? I believe, and he's in last place at 7 wins and 12 losses. And if we play him, he'll be playing the Atmill Boss, which I believe is John DFW's team. Pretty sure. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna pick one and we'll play it. Maybe we could do Cleveland, Manchester, Wyatt and Kluber. So yeah, Legends right now, I believe his team is Long Island, and he's got a really good. I mean, he's got some excellent players in here: Ventura, Killebrew, Maglio Ordonez. There's Frank Thomas, Tony Oliva, Eddie Robinson, Hap Felsch, Joe Mauer's on this team, Joe Cronin, Eddie Collins. He's got Ed Walsh, Walter Johnson as his number 1 and 2 in his rotation. Virgil Truck's in there, decent pitcher, of course. Billy Pierce. Yeah, so not quite sure what's going on with Long Island, but you know what? It's early in the season. Yeah. So Texas, are you the Texas team? Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? And there's Aaron Reed. Aaron Reed. I don't know who your team is either. I don't know who anybody's team in here except MV, Steve, and myself. Aaron, trying to figure out. You're the Kentucky team, so Texas, Kentucky. Aaron, do you want to? You're here. You can be home manager if you would. Okay, you don't Texas. All right. I don't know who Texas is. Who is Kentucky? Is that big clue? I have no idea who anybody is in this thing. Seriously. So I'm just trying to pick out a game here. Okay, Bernie is Las Vegas. All right. Let's do Vegas and Detroit. And Bernie, you can manage. You can manage your Las Vegas team if you wish. So that's again. Remember, put up an emoji, preferably the glove of despair um, that Steve has, or that Steve christened. But just as long as I can see the emoji. All right. So as home manager, you can call plays, complete substitution. If Steve is here, the visiting manager, all he can do is do substitutions. All right. Well, Nathaniel, you're going to get into it next time. Okay, so you're the Texas Desperados. Okay, playing Kentucky. All right, well, looks like we're going to do Detroit and Vegas. So let's do this. Boom. All right. Should have known looking at the ballpark. It's Fenway Park. Jeez, right? Okay, so let's play this. And so it's going to be Denny McLean. I'm trying to remember. I think you had the computer doing everything for you. So, and we do need a pitcher. There we go. So it's Bill Deneen against Denny McLean. So, again, for these games, these are not going to be pitch-by-pitch games. We'll only go to these if there's a big, tight situation. So let's get out to Fenway Park, and let's do this. And just a quick word, Steve did brilliant, brilliant work on the baseball cards. Since I did not download those photos, since I'm not planning on doing as many broadcasts on this. But when you watch MV's and you watch Steve's work, I just didn't have time tonight. I wanted to do this game this afternoon and ended up doing some other interesting things. So, yeah, so apologies that I don't have Steve's baseball cards in here tonight. So hopefully I will remedy that for the next time I do a Shanks broadcast. Anyway, let's do it. Welcome to Fenway Park for today's game between the Detroit Coyotes and the Las Vegas Gamblers. Denny McLean will get the nod for Detroit. 2 starts in the year, and he's 1 win, no losses, an ERA of 2.89 for McLean. This will be his first start against the Gamblers. Bill Deneen takes the hill for Las Vegas. 3 starts in the year, and he is 3-0, so off to an excellent start, Bill Deneen. And an ERA of 2.70. This will be his first go against Detroit. 62 degrees here at Fenway Park, and the wind speed is 6 miles per hour out to right center field. A light rain falling, and I'm not sure if I had set up this league, I would have set up rainouts. I don't know if Steve set that up this way or not. Anyhow, let's do this. Kind of weird to be back with Action PC Baseball. I'm doing much less with it. I still love it, but all right. Let's look at the starting defense for the Las Vegas Gamblers. In left field, the splendid splinter, Ted Williams. In center field today, Reggie Smith. Patrolling right field, Stan, the man Musial from Donora, Pennsylvania. And now, pretty tough infield. Let's go around the horn from first to third. We got the beast, Jimmy Fox. The Fordham Flash, Frankie Frisch. The Raja, Rogers Hornsby. We got Ken Boyer. The best hitting Boyer of the Boyer brothers. Behind the plate, Ted Simmons. Ted Simmons had a great game last night in our 14-inning marathon in Out of the Park baseball. And, again, taking the hill, Bill Deneen. So for the second game, if we get to it, guys, think of 2 teams you want to pit against each other if this one doesn't go too long. So looking at Deneen a little further here thus far, his real stats, a 2.26 earned run average with 66 walks, 148 strikeouts. He's walked 11 thus far on this season and struck out 20. So the league hitting 253 against Deneen. Again, off to a 3-0 start. All right, leading it off here now for the Detroit Coyotes is the Georgia Peach, Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb right now is 33 for 82, so hitting .402 with 12 runs batted, including a home run. Deneen finishing his warm-up pitches, and we're about to get underway in this game between the Coyotes and the Gamblers. The 1-2 pitch coming in now to Ty Cobb from Bill Deneen. He winds and deals. Cobb sends this one to left field, and routine play out there in left for Teddy Ballgame for the first out of the inning. So welcome to Fenway, everybody. And tonight's Shanks 3.0. After this game, we'll sim out a couple weeks. All right, here is Charlie Gehringer. So Gehringer off to a rather cold 231 start for Detroit. 7 runs batted in, including a round tripper. Bill Deneen has the sign from Ted Simmons. He winds and fires. The 3-1 pitch. Gehringer will lay off that one and draw the walk. So Detroit with a runner on first. There's JT Dutch. Oh, thank you. Big clue. Welcome in. Yeah, thanks. I don't remember where I found it. Because the one that came with the one that comes with Action PC Baseball sucks. I have no idea where I found it, but yeah, it is a nice one, isn't it? All right, here is Rod Carew. So many of these players in this league do not need an introduction, and Rod Carew certainly just what an amazing player. So Carew is off to a 386 start. He's got 6 runs batted in. Gehringer at first. Gehringer, for catcher, has some wheels. He has stolen 4 bases thus far in this season. Simmons sets up Deneen with a check of the runner. And the 0-2 delivery to Carew. And Carew sends this one to shallow right. Musial running in and making the catch toward the foul line. Gehringer gets back to first. So 2 away here for Detroit in the top of the first. And now coming to bat, third baseman Miguel Cabrera. So Miggy, he's hitting .295. He has 6 dingers and 17 batted in. Gehringer leads off first. Deneen's 1-0 delivery. And Miggy swings. Hard grounder to Boyer, but Boyer is going to go to Frisch to get Gehringer for the final out of the inning. So Detroit, it's 0-0. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Coyotes 0. And the Las Vegas Gamblers coming to bat here in Shanks 3.0. Let's look at the starting defense now for Detroit. In left field, Tony Phillips. In center, Ty Cobb. In right, Al Kaline, not feeling acidic at all tonight. From first to third around the horn, Hammer and Hank Greenberg. Charlie Gehringer, the machine. Billy Rogel at short. Miguel Cabrera at the hot corner. Donning the tools of ignorance, Bill Freehan. And on the mound, Denny McLain. McLain has walked 4 and struck out 16 thus far. League hitting only 154 against McLain, off to a 1-0 start. Leading it off here, Stan Musial. Musial leading off, Musial for the Gamblers, off to a 286 start. He's knocked 3 out of the yard and 10 ribbies for him. Denny McLain into his windup, and the count 2-2 on Musial. Curveball, and Musial bounces this one to second. And Gehringer with the underhanded toss to Hank Greenberg for the 4-3 put-up. Out, 1 up, 1 down. I don't know why I keep calling them put-ups. Here is the Raja. Off to a strong start, hitting .333, 4 home runs, 11 runs batted in. And McLain deals to Hornsby. Hornsby, first pitch swinging, base hit. This one over the head of Charlie Gehringer into center field. Cobb gets it into Rogel, the cutoff man, to hold Hornsby at first. Hornsby with a steal thus far this season. And here comes the beast, Jimmy Fox. So Jimmy thus far, 3 home runs, 9 ribbies, hitting at a 286 clip. Hornsby leads off first. McLain with a check of the runner. And here's the pitch. Fox, there goes Hornsby, the throw down, the tag, and Rogers Hornsby is caught stealing. So 2 away here for Detroit here in the bottom of the first, or for Las Vegas here in the bottom of the first. Jimmy Fox back in there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. So dropping the hammer there is Denny McLain. So the Gamblers get a hit, a cut, stealing. We go to the top of the second. We are scoreless. It really is, JT. Finding, without those seats out there, I really hate the monster seats. So this was a stroke of good luck. I can't. I mean, you Boston fans would know roughly when this picture would be. Max Cornelius back in again. Wow, so good to see you. So Texags did MLB The Show at Fenway Park pretty good. I gotta try that. What you suggested, Texags. I saved those instructions. Thank you. Want to get some ballparks, some more ballparks. You can never have enough ballparks. But I do want to use Photoshop to get rid of like some of the show stuff and things like that, and maybe put up some other types of advertising. Who knows what I'll put up? Some of my own artwork. Why not? All right, let's keep it going here. Keep it going. Keep it going. So Max, good to see you again, man. Dwayne Martz. Dwayne, anytime you feel like broadcasting one of these after this is done, and I sim out a few weeks, the zip file will be up in the Shanks Discord. So, all right. Anyhow, back to it. Here's the right fielder, Al Kaline. Kaline off to a frigid start, to say the least. Just 154. 2 home runs, 6 ribbies for him. All right, Bill Dineen has the target from Ted Simmons. The wind in the 2-0 pitch. Kaline swings on this one. Long fly ball to right. This one back. And this one so far out of here, I think it's going to land somewhere in the Azores. So Kaline goes yard, and Detroit off to a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Wow. All right. Here is Hammer and Hank Greenberg. Let's see how Bill Dineen settles down from that shot by Al Kaline. So 1-0 your score. Hammer and Hank hitting just 123, 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in. So Detroit manager Steve Tate hoping that the Greenberg back does heat up a bit. All right, Dineen toes the rubber, and the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, Greenberg, little pop-up on the left-hand side, giving chase toward the stands is Ken Boyer, and he will make the catch for out number 1. All right, here's Tony Phillips batting with 1 away. Switch hitter batting left-handed against the right-handed Dineen. Phillips hitting an even 200, has a dinger and 5 ribbies. Dineen now works home to him the 0-1 delivery. Spitball, and Phillips scorches this one to right. And Musial on the short hop fires, strong throw to Hornsby, but they're not going to get Tony Phillips. So a 1-out double, and Phillips is in scoring position. It brings up catcher Bill Freehan. Freehan hitting 229, 3 runs batted in. So Tony Phillips on at second has stolen 1 base thus far this season. Dineen with a check of the runner, the 1-1 count to Freehan. Fastball and plunking Freehan, so a hit batsman, 2 on for Detroit here. And shortstop Billy Rogel comes in, batting lefty. So we have another switchy here in the lineup. And Rogel, however you say it. Let's say Rogel. So Billy Rogel hitting just 180, 2 runs batted in for him. All right, Ty Cobb waits on deck, who's swing around to the top of the order. Dineen with a check of the runners. Phillips at second. Freehan at first. Here is the 3-1. Rogel sends this one to right field. Musial going back toward the track and makes the catch. Tony Phillips making a little head fake there toward third, but he will hold. So 2 down, and Dineen needs to get Cobb right here to prevent any further damage. So 2 on, 2 down, 1-0 lead, thanks to that shot by Al Kaline. Cobb in this game, last time fly to left center. Dineen works home to the Georgia Peach, the 1-2, fastball, and this one line to right, extra bases. Musial going back to the wall. It's caroming around as Tony Phillips will come around to score. Cobb has himself a double. Here's the throw, and it's going to hit the cutoff man. No, the throw going to third. The tag by Boyer, and Ty Cobb is safe and picks up 2 RBI on the triple. Ty Cobb picking up his 3rd triple of the season, and Detroit now, the Coyotes with a 3-0 lead. Sakuni, 007, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. All right. Here's Charlie Garinger now. So he walked back in the first. So the record right now, the Detroit Coyotes, 10 wins, 11 losses. The Las Vegas Gamblers, 10 wins, 9 losses. Bill Dineen works out of the stretch with the Georgia Peach there at third. He's kind of dancing down the line there, trying to unnerve Bill Dineen. The count even at 2-2, and Garinger fastball swung on, and this one smacked hard into the corner in left field, and Williams giving chase to retrieve it. Garinger at second, and he will stop there. So Charlie Garinger picking up the RBI double, and the Coyotes breaking it open here in the top of the second at Fenway. It's now 4-0 as Rod Carew assuming the DH mantle tonight, and Steve Tate. He's just joking, but there it is, Bernie. If you need a welcome in to Steve Tate, and Steve, again, apologies that I didn't download the baseball card photos. I wanted to get this game in, so I wasn't set up. Mea culpa, mea culpa. Bernie wants to know who's in the bullpen. Well, we can certainly find out. So you have Garces, Helsley, Myers, Steele, and Sutter. So I don't know if you probably want to go that soon to your bullpen. We could also, let's look at it this way too. You can have a look. So this is probably a better look. You got a lot of starting pitching, so yeah. Get him in next time, Steve. Since Bernie's going to be away till middle of September, I'll pick up some games certainly. And waiting for Dwayne to do his first one. So Bernie, are we going to stay with? Are you going to stay with Dineen right now, or are you going to go to your pen? Bernie throwing up the hearts there, easy to see. But as soon as I saw that hand, I'm like, oh, Steve wants to make a change already. I couldn't imagine what with a 4-0 lead right now. Oh, you want to bring in Myers? Okay. So Bill Dineen is done. Elmer Myers will come in to pitch. All right. So let's look at Elmer Myers. He is making his first appearance of the year. So we'll look at his stats from the season from which he was pulled. A 3.25 earned run average, 11 wins, 5 losses, 1 save. Not a strong strikeout pitcher. 23 walks, 16 strikeouts. But in that year for Elmer Myers, the league, and let's look at what year that is for Elmer Myers. The league hit just 170 against him. So let's look at Myers here. That's a better way to look at it is this way, the Las Vegas roster. Let's look. This is a guy I don't know a lot about. All right, so let's look at his. All right, so he is from 1920. I see. Okay. And yeah, all right. Don't know why I don't know that name. I should know that name. All right. Anyhow, back to game action here now. Rod Carew in. Elmer Myers finishing his warm-up tosses. Garinger in scoring position, and the Coyotes just making all kinds of problems here for Bill Dineen, who gets the early hook by manager Bernie Strom. All right, Myers is ready to deal now. And here's the pitch to Rod Carew. Carew hit by a pitch. Second hit batsman by the Boston staff, and you got to think that Detroit may retaliate. So 2 on for Detroit. Garinger at second, Carew at first, and Cabrera steps in. So Miggy grounded out back in the first. Elmer Myers with the 0-2 to Cabrera. Curveball, and Cabrera swing and a miss at that hammer, but the damage has been done. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the second at Fenway Park. The Detroit Coyotes leading the Las Vegas Gamblers 4-0. So it'll be the number 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Vegas. Ted Williams, Frankie Frisch, and Manny Ramirez. All right, so the splendid splinter in the season hitting .279, 10 runs batted in. So the Las Vegas faithful waiting for Williams to uncork one. All right, Denny McLean fires it in, has a strikeout thus far. Fastball, and Williams does exactly that. This one, a laser shot, didn't even have time to get the call. And Ted Williams comes through a 309-foot shot out of here. And here we go. So the Las Vegas Gamblers get on the board thanks to the Williams solo shot. It's now 4-1. And here is the Fordham Flash. Off to a 271 start, a home run, 10 runs batted in. Frisch in the number 5 spot. Kind of an interesting place for Frankie. McLean deals, full count to Frisch. Frisch lays off, ball 4. So the changeup missing by McLean. And Frankie Frisch has a stolen base. And here's Manny Ramirez. Ramirez DHing, hitting 246, 3 homers, 7 ribbies. McLean comes home with it, the 0-2 to Manny. Frisch does not go. Fly ball, left field, medium deep. Tony Phillips draws a beat on it and brings it down. Frisch will retire or get back to first base. And here's Ken Boyer playing at the hot corner here for these Gamblers. Boyer has gone yard 3 times, 10 ribbies, hitting 243. Frisch leading off first. McLean with a check of the runner. And here is the pitch. And the throw down, and Freehand comes up gunning, but Frankie Frisch just too fast. Second steal of the season for the Fordham Flash. So Las Vegas now with a runner in scoring position. Ken Boyer back in, and the count 0-1 on him. And this one scorched to left, and this is going to be extra bases. Boyer will at least have 2 out of this one. The throw comes in. This one gets by. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, absolutely. They throw to second. And Frankie Frisch scores on the RBI double. Ken Boyer out at second. The chalkboard had a little bit of an aneurysm there, but we're fine. Third triple for Boyer in the season. And here comes Reggie Smith. So Las Vegas has to be liking this now. 1 down on a runner in scoring position. Reggie hitting just 224, a home run, 8 runs batted in. Robert, RJO Network, in here tonight. And Robert, my Buccos winning 2 games tonight on your 2016 replay, retaining first place, baby. All right, this is All Things Must Pass. George Harrison, that definitely counts. One of those beautiful, just beautiful songs. But, wow, yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so big clue very quickly here. We'll just touch on a few of these things here. Great comments. Pardon me. So he says Freddie Freeman is going to lead the National League in doubles this year. It'll be his 4th time leading the league. Only Lajoie, Musial, Rose, Speaker, and Wagner led their league more times than that. So go Freddie. All right, here we go. All right, Reggie Smith now waiting for the McLean delivery and the 1-1 pitch. Changeup. And Smith lines it, but right to first. Greenberg making a leaping grab. That one definitely would have been extra bases. So 2 down now for Ted Simmons. So we're at the bottom of the order for Las Vegas. Simmons hitting 250, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Ken Boyer out there with 2 steals this season. I don't expect with 2 out that they're going to send him to third, however. McLean with a 2-1 pitch. Curveball swung on, a little bouncer to Rigel at short. On to Hank Greenberg with the 6-3 putout to retire the side. However, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, a man left on. We head to the top of the 3rd inning, and Shanks 3.0. It's Detroit 4, Las Vegas 2. So we got us a ball game brewing up. Robert says the Pirates are in 2nd place. Oh, okay, we'll take 2nd place. Trying to hold off a surging Cardinals team. Yeah, you said that the Cardinals getting hot lately, and conflict of interest there for me is my 2nd favorite baseball franchise, St. Louis Cardinals. So would like my Bucks to try to challenge the Cubos for a little action there, but loving how it's playing out, Robert. Loving how it's playing out. My Buccos doing better than I thought they would thus far. But as you said earlier, long way to go. You're just going to what, September 4th on your game tomorrow night. So, all right, guys, let us continue game action now here. The number 4, 5, 6 hitters drew up for Steve Tate's Detroit Coyotes: Al Kaline, Hank Greenberg, and Tony Phillips. So Kaline last time went yard, making it Detroit 1 and Las Vegas nothing. So that was a very, very tough inning. Bill Dineen getting the hook early. 4 runs plated by Detroit then. All right, Simmons sets the target. And Elmer Myers with the delivery. Kaline swings on the first pitch. And this one twisting foul toward the line. But making the catch, Stan Musial. Nice running catch there. So 1 up, 1 down. Hammer and Hank Greenberg. Just a little weak pop to third as last time. Elmer Myers brings it in. Greenberg takes this first pitch and just lofts it to left. And Teddy Ballgame barely has to move. 2 up, 2 down now. Tony Phillips 1 for 1. He doubled. He would later score. Myers brings it the 0-1 to Phillips. Fastball chopped to second. Frisch to Fox. And Detroit goes quietly, and we go to the bottom of the third. The score remains 4-2. We are back at the top of the order now for Las Vegas Gamblers. It'll be Stan Musial, Rogers, Hornsby, and Double X. And there's Legend Sports Universe. Big Clue saying that he's more excited rooting for Freddie Freeman this year than he was over Aaron Judge, going for 62 dingers last year. Good to see you, Legends. Good to see you. All right. So here we go. The great harmonica player, Hall of Famer, and native of Donora, Pennsylvania, leads it off here. 0-1. Grounded to second. Back in the first. Denny McLain, thus far, has struck out 1, walked 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Musial. And fastball. Swing and a miss. So that's the second strikeout now for Denny McLain. 1 away for the Raja. Rogers Hornsby singled back in the first. McLain deals the 1-1 pitch. Changeup. And this one will go for extra bases into right field. And giving chase is Al Kaline. Hornsby rounding second. Hornsby's going for 3. Kaline's throw hits the cutoff man, Charlie Gehringer. Strong peg to third. Going to be close. Miggy's tag. And Hornsby picking up the triple. Rogers Hornsby with his first of the year. Yep, his mom's last name and his dad's last name, and one of the greatest of all time. And the tying run comes to the plate, and none other but one of the most fierce hitters in the game, Jimmy Fox. 1 down. Hornsby 90 feet away. Fox, his last time up, struck out against Denny McLain. McLain working out of the stretch in the 1-2 pitch. Change up to Fox. This one sent to center field. This one high. This one deep. And the Las Vegas Gamblers have tied this game on a big bomb from Jimmy Fox. 404 feet. And we are tied at 4. We have us a ball game. Here we go. So I think that Bernie Strom has got to be happy with this. All right. Teddy Ballgame, he is 1 for 1. He had a solo shot, and that made it, was at that time, Detroit's 4th run. 4-4 your score, 1 out between these two teams. Again, the Coyotes 1 game below 500, and the Gamblers 1 game above. McLain deals to Williams. Full count. Williams lays off. Of course, we know Ted Williams with a great eye. So he draws the walk, and here comes the Fordham Flash. So Frisch walked and stole a base. Ted Williams, of course not known as a base stealer, will just kind of hang out there at first. Denny McLain brings it home. Frisch swings in the first pitch. This one, fly ball shallow center field, and Ty Cobb, covering a lot of real estate out there in the pasture, will make the catch. Ted Williams not able to go anywhere on that pitch, of course. So 2 away now for Manny Ramirez. Manny's 0-1, fly to left in the second. McLain toes the rubber, and the 2-2 pitch to Ramirez. Fastball. And that went in there for a called strike 3. However, the Las Vegas Gamblers pick up 2 runs and 2 hits, no errors. A man left on. We go to the 4th, and we are knotted at 4. Legend says Musial, Hornsby, Fox, Williams. Good grief. How about it? Yeah, very high-scoring games. So Robert says that ball was hit so hard it landed in an office building on the other side of the city. I believe it. I'm not sure the exact orientation of Fenway, but hell, that could have hit a that might have hit something in Rhode Island. God only knows. But gone, gone, gone. All right, but I think we got us a war brewing up here, as Bill Freehand will lead it off, followed by Billy Rigel, and then back at the top of the order in the Georgia Peach. So Freehand, his last time up, was plunked back in the second. So there have been two hit batsmen in this game. So two Detroiters, little bruises, nothing to worry about. Myers with a 3-0 delivery. Freehand lays off and works the ball 4. So Elmer Myers missing with the changeup. All right, here's shortstop Billy Rigel. He gave it a ride to deep right center, but just a big loud out his last time up. Myers checks Freehand. Freehand, only one stolen base in the season from which he was selected. Nothing so far this year. And there is MV. Bernard says there's a building with a parking lot and the roof behind the left field wall. So Robert's right. That's probably right where it went through. All right. So Myers to deal now to Rigel. Nobody out. And Billy sends this to right field. Ranging back on it is Stan Musial. He'll make the catch. Freehand faking the tag to go to second, but he will hold it first. So one down now. We're back at the top of the order for Tyrus Raymond Cobb. RBI, triple back in the second that scored Tony Phillips. Myers checks Freehand and comes home with it. The 0-2 fastball. Cobb swings. This one grounded. Frisch bobbling the ball. And by the time he recovers, Ty Cobb is grinning there at first. So 2 on, 1 down for Detroit. And here's the machine, Charlie Garinger. RBI double for him back in the second. He scored the peach. So fortunately right now for Las Vegas, the slower runner in scoring position there at second, Cobb trailing him at first. Myers brings it. Full count to Garinger, fastball. And Elmer Myers missing and loads him up with Coyotes. Circle the wagons as Rod Carew steps to the plate. DH, he flied out and he suffered a hit batsman. So MV, good to see you, man. It is late for you, my friend. My God. Let me see. What the hell time is it over there? MV, why aren't you asleep? It is 2:35 a.m. in Blighty. All right, no place to put Rod Carew. Myers needing the double play ball right here. 1 down, top of the 4th. Myers from the stretch in the 2-2. And Carew, fly ball, right field. Musial will make the catch, tagging at third, and coming in to score easily is Bill Freehand. So the Coyotes reclaim the lead. It's now 5-4 as Miguel Cabrera strides to the plate. So Miggy has grounded out and struck out. Myers deals the 2-0 delivery, fastball, and this one lined to left, and Teddy Ballgame makes the catch. Could have been a lot worse, but a run does score for the Coyotes. No hits, 1 error, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's now 5-4 in favor of the Coyotes. So the Coyotes looking to draw even. The Gamblers looking to stay above 500. Here is Ken Boyer now. Nothing for 1. RBI double for him that scored Frankie Frisch. So that was the Coyotes getting their runs. 4 in the second, 1 in the 4th. And the Gamblers 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Looking to put up another crooked number here, perhaps. Danny McLean deals to Boyer. The 1-2 delivery, fastball. And this one, swing and a miss, and chasing on that ball. So Boyer will grab some pine. And here's center fielder Reggie Smith. He lined to first. Gamblers placed their bets on a comeback, says Big Clue. Big Clue saying that the Red Bolt's favorite scripture, my God, why have you forsaken me? Very nice. MV, hopefully this will help put you to sleep, man. So you get some rest, buddy. All right. Reggie, nothing for 1. McLean with the delivery. The 1-1 pitch to Reggie Smith. Fastball. This one chopped to first. Greenberg will take it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted, so 2 up, 2 down now for Ted Simmons, who is nothing for 1. Grounded to short. McLean with the 1-1. And Simmons smacks this one up the middle past Charlie Garinger into center field. Base hit. And here's Stan Musial with a tying run aboard with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th for the Gamblers. Stan the man, nothing for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. He is riding a 7-game hitting streak. So Freehand sets the target. McLean. And what do we have? We have a rain delay. And it looks like, oh my goodness, hurt both the pitchers. So Willie Hernandez is on now. So McLean's day is done. Let's see how long that rain delay lasted here. The rain happens very quickly, by the way. In Action PC Baseball and blah, 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 blah. We're under a rain delay, and it says McLean is strong. Myers is strong, but we got Willie Hernandez is in there. So, all right, here we go. Back to game action. Robert asking in the chat a rhetorical question to himself or to the chat. He says, why do I, meaning Robert, RJ Network, why do I feel that Reggie Smith was so underrated? Big Clue says players who do everything well but don't have one specific standout skill tend to be overlooked, I think. All right, here we go. Let's look at Willie Hernandez here. Sporting a 3.00 earned run average. He does have a save. He's worked 3 innings. Walked 1, struck out 2. So the sun trying to peek out here today, but looks like more rain clouds coming in from the west here at Fenway Park. Here's the 1-0 delivery to Musial, and Simmons was in motion. This one a little roller down to third. Cabrera will go to Garinger, but Simmons will break up the potential double play. Well, actually, there wasn't need. But that rain delay threw me off. End of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. A man left. We go to the 5th. Good close ball game here. 5-4. The Coyotes 5-4-0. The Gamblers 4-6-1. The Coyotes have stranded 5. The Gamblers have allowed 3 to remain on the pond. Al Kaline will lead it off here, followed by Hank Greenberg and Tony Phillips. The Detroit right fielder solo shot back in the 2nd, and then just a little fly out to right in the 3rd. All right, Bruce Sutter now in the game. So Myers is done, thanks to the rain delay. Sutter, a rather high 5.40 earned run average for him, and working these middle innings here, something he is not used to. Only 1 2/3 worked. He has struck out 3 batters, though. Dan Burke, welcome in, Dan. Dan's saying that Reggie falls short, was a 7-time All-Star. Legend saying that he thinks that Smith falls short, but there are worse players in the Hall. Definitely. Generalist versus specialist. All right, Bruce Sutter ready to work now to Al Kaline. Count full. Kaline, liner right to 2nd, and Fordham Flash making the grab. So 1 up, 1 down now for Hammer and Hank Greenberg. He is nothing for 2. He's popped out, flied out. Sutter into the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Greenberg swings on this one. 2 hopper to 3rd. Ken Boyer with a strong peg across the diamond to Jimmy Fox, and plenty of time to get Hank Greenberg. So 2 away here in the top of the 5th, baseball fans, as Tony Phillips comes up now. Phillips with a double and a ground out in this game. Sutter deals. Phillips swinging on the first pitch. This ball high, deep, and out of here. And Detroit swinging the lumber here. And Tony Phillips adding a little insurance here in the 5th. It is now 6-4 in favor of the Detroit Coyotes. And Bill Freehand comes to the plate with 2 down. And Freehand was hit by a pitch and walks. Bruce Sutter giving up a big blast there. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Freehand swings, base hit, right field. Musial gloves it, fires it into Frankie Frisch, holding Freehand to a single. So a runner aboard, 2 down for Billy Rigel, and he's flied out twice, both times to right center. Sutter deals the 1-0. Curveball. This one, fly ball again to center field. This time Musial had him played perfectly and inning over, but Detroit picks up a run on 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the Coyotes 6 and the Gamblers 4. As we got some good baseball talk going on in the chat, and we'll just keep going here with the game. So Always excellent, excellent chats going on here amongst the cognoscenti, the glitterati, if you will, here. The intelligentsia, which I don't mean that facetiously, gentlemen. All right, the Raja, perfect 2 for 2, is due up here. Will be followed by the Beast and the Splendid Splinter. So the Raja, single and a triple in this game. Willie Hernandez ready to deal to Hornsby. The 3-1 curveball, and Hornsby laces this one to left. Tony Phillips up with it. Hornsby will stop at second. So Hornsby 3 for 3 on the day. And here is Jimmy Fox, 2-run shot back in the third. Can Fox do it again? Willie Hernandez has the sign from Freehand, checks the speedy Hornsby at first. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fox swings, and this one, line to right, base hit. And Hornsby thought about third, but the coach flashing the stop sign. So 2 on, nobody out for Las Vegas here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Ted Williams steps to the plate. Teddy Ballgame solo shot back in the second and walked in the third. So the Gamblers mounting a pretty significant threat. Frankie Frisch waits on deck. Willie Hernandez, the lefty-lefty matchup here. The 0-1 delivery to Ted Williams, fastball, and Williams sends this one down the line to right, and ranging toward his right and making the catch is Al Kaline. And they're still holding Hornsby at second, so 1 down here for Frankie Frisch. He is 0 for 1 in the game. He walked in the second, stole a base, and flied to shallow right back in the third. Hernandez with a 1-2 delivery to Frisch. Fastball swung on, and this one laced to right for extra bases. Coming around to score will be Rogers Hornsby. Fox is going to third on the play. Fox rounding third. Here's the throw, and they're not going to get Jimmy. Not even close. The throw hits the cutoff man, Garinger, to keep Frisch at second. And the Las Vegas Gamblers tie it up now. It is 6-6. Crazy ball game here. All right, Manny Ramirez now in there. Frankie Frisch in scoring position, just 1 out. Manny is flied to left and struck out. Hernandez deals the 2-2 pitch to Manny. Fastball, and this one by Billy Rogel into left field. Rogel throws home, not in time. Frankie Frisch will score, and there is a question now. So the computer wanting to know if it's okay, Detroit, for Darren Oliver to pitch. I don't know if Steve Tate is still in here. I'll let him decide if he wants to leave Willie Hernandez in there. Anyhow, it is now 7-6. And if I don't see, I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to click yes. I don't see Steve, so. As everybody's talking about formulas, what they're doing, and things like that. Big Clue says we've got some regular diamond polymaths in this gaggle of freebooters. All right, we are going to allow Darren Oliver to come in to pitch. All right, let's look at Darren Oliver's numbers as the Gamblers jump into the lead now at a 7-6. Darren Oliver in the season of 3.86 earned run average, 2 wins, 1 loss, 14 worked, walked 5, struck out 8. The Shanks League hitting 322 against Oliver in a whip of 1.714. All right, Bernie putting up the hearts. That means something. So pinch hit Medwick first. Oh, when Smith comes up. Okay, gotcha. All right. So Ken Boyer 1 for 2. And RBI double for him back in the second, struck out in the fourth. All right, Darren Oliver has finished his warm-up pitches. And here's the 2-2. And this ball getting by Freehand. This one a wild pitch. And Manny Ramirez will move into scoring position. Things not looking good for this Detroit staff tonight. But far from over yet. But 13 runs in this game. Las Vegas in the double digits with 10 hits. Detroit getting men on but not bringing them around. 6 left on base thus far. All right. The full count now to Ken Boyer. And Boyer sends this one to left field. Tony Phillips can of corn for him. Ramirez gets back to second base, and Reggie Smith's day is done. And coming on to pinch hit will be Ducky Medwick, Hall of Famer, member of the great Gas House Gang Cardinals. So Medwick, on the season, 242 homers, 3 runs batted in. Medwick, just 25 at bats, so here we go. Medwick does have some power. In the year from which he was selected, 31 home runs, 154 runs batted in. 2 away, Ramirez is scoring position. 3 in here for Vegas in the bottom of the 5th. Darren Oliver now deals. The count even at 2-2 in Medwick, and Medwick sends this curve to third. Cabrera juggling the ball out there, and that will be the first error for Detroit in this game, so 1 each for these teams. Ramirez scoots on to third. Runners at the corners, and here is Ted Simmons. So Medwick at first, 4 stolen bases from last season, we'll just call it. None thus far this year, 2 down. Ted Simmons, 1 for 2. Hey, Doug Hunt, welcome in, Doug. Good to see you, man. Always good to see Doug over on Roberts Network, and nice to see Doug here with us. We're all one family at the end of the day, Doug, so welcome in, man. Ted Simmons is 1 for 2. Pardon the barking dogs. My friends have a absolute pack of dogs downstairs, and well, there you go. Ted Simmons in this game is grounded short and singled, so big inning here for Las Vegas. They want to try to keep it going. Well, thanks, Doug. I really appreciate you. Hope you enjoy the game, and mostly enjoying the conversation going on in the chat, man. Jump right in. All kinds of knowledgeable baseball fans here, including yourself. Darren Oliver from the stretch, and the 1-2 to Simmons. Simmons cuts on this one. Grounder to Billy Rigel. Rigel will fire on to Greenberg, and they get Simmons by a gnat's eyelash to retire the side. We're going to need a center fielder here for Vegas. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. We head to the top of the 6th inning. The Las Vegas Gamblers 7, the Detroit Coyotes 6, and yeah, well, I have 2 cats up here, and they're nice and quiet. Bernie, let's see. You went Medwick to left, Musial to center, Williams to right. Man, we're going to be doing all kinds of moving around here, aren't we? Okay. So we certainly can do that. We can do that. Where's that Boston roster? Or yeah, Boston. Las Vegas. All right. So let's do this a bit at a time here. Follow me, lads. Me bio. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you doing? Medwick will stay in and play left field. Okay, we got Medwick at left. Stan Musial will move to center. Smart to keep him in the game, that's for sure. And then Teddy Ballgame will play right field. All right, hopefully everything looks kosher for you, Bernie. Yep, Ted is not rated for right field, so, I mean, he's going to have a bit of a penalty. I don't know how much. But I don't know who else you have here in terms of right fielders. So you got Mike Greenwell left. No, well, Greenwell is primarily a left fielder, but he is rated for right. But Williams, I don't even know what I guess Williams is just rated. Is he just a left fielder in this game? Yep. Okay. All right, so a little bit of shuffling here. Nice to see Joe Medwick staying in the game. Musial will move to center, Ted Williams to right. And leading off, Ty Cobb here. So, Doug, I'm not sure if you're familiar what we're doing here. Basically, fictional team names. Everybody was assigned 2 franchises, and then for each draft round, you were assigned a random year, anywhere from 1880 to 2022, and you had to select a player from either one of the franchises you were assigned. So that's how Shanks works. And Robert has a team in it. We hopefully maybe can get you interested in a few weeks for Shanks 4.0. Big Clue is ready for that now. All right, Ty Cobb, 1 for 3. He was safe on an error last time. Bruce Sutter will stay on. He's worked an inning in relief. We had a rain delay here that brought in Sutter. Cobb swings. Easy fly ball to Stan Musial, ranging to his right, and he will make a trotting catch. off the bat of the Georgia Peach. So 1 up, 1 down. Here's Charlie Gehringer. He has walked twice and an RBI double in this game. Suter peers in, and he has a sign he likes from Ted Simmons. Here's the pitch to Gehringer. Swinging the first pitch, this fastball just chopped down to first, and Jimmy Fox will take that one unassisted. So 2 up, 2 down here for Detroit in the top of the 6th inning. 7-6 Las Vegas lead. Rod Carew, nothing for 1, and he was hit by a pitch. Back in the 4th, though, Carew with an RBI double that scored Bill Freehan, giving Detroit a 5-4 lead at that time. Suter deals now, and this one just a little roller down to Ken Boyer at third, but he hurries his throw. Long stretch by Jimmy Fox, and they do just get the speedy Rod Carew. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and Las Vegas holding on to a 7-6 lead. Stan Musial, Rogers Hornsby, and Jimmy Fox due up. And it doesn't get any easier because then you got Ted Williams, Frankie Frisch, and Manny Ramirez. This is just a strong team. Not taking anything away from Detroit, but these are scary guys. You're looking at guys that batted in the 3-4 position, right? 3-4-5 on their respective teams. Frisch, of course, usually a leadoff hitter or second, but wow, scary stuff. All right, Stan the Man, nothing for 3, looking to keep his 7-game hitting streak alive. Darren Oliver, he's back on. He's worth 2/3 in relief. Oliver deals. Here's the 1-0. Musial swings, base hit. Left field, Tony Williams gloves it and gets it into Billy Rigel. So Musial now extends his hitting streak to 8 games. And here is Hornsby. Perfect 3 for 3 today. So what does he have here? 2 singles and a triple. Bernie saying bullpen. Well, I think we kind of, I guess when we go, are you saying to look at it now or what? Heck yeah, you're taking away from Detroit. Well, you guys do have 6 runs on the board right now, Mr. Tate. No, but you do. I mean, you both have good lineups, but these are scary guys here. All right, top of the inning. All right, Bernie is absolutely anticipating. All right, Bernie, when we go to the top of the inning, we'll go to your bullpen. I'm guessing Bruce Suter's day is done. All right, Stan Musial at first. Oliver deals to the Raja. The 0-1 pitch, fastball. Hornsby. This one bounced foul, first base side. The count 0-2. Oliver brings it. Hornsby straightens this one out. Little grounder to first. Greenberg to Oliver covering, and they do get the Raja moving to second on the play is Stan Musial. So potential 8th run in scoring position right now. Besides, I have to take a little bit away. Up Detroit bullpen. So Steve did not put up the glove. Did he put up the glove anywhere? He did not. Steve, are we going to your bullpen? What are we doing here? Todd B here. Yep, there's Steve Tate wanting to go to the bullpen. All right, cool. Yeah, I know. Got to switch this up here. Options, preferences, human, play, bullpen. All right, Steve, it's up for you. Ted would tell him to cut that hair, a la Beastie Boys, right? All right. Tex Ag said I would be a Detroit fan on this one. Oh, so Tommy Bridges is going to come in. All right, fine pitcher from the Detroit Tigers. Yep, you got it, Steve. All right, Tommy Bridges will come in. Darren Oliver's day is done. Let's look at Bridges' numbers. 1 save in the season, 3 innings worked, 3 walks, no strikeouts. The Shanks League hitting .273 against him, a whip of .2.000, but I wouldn't worry about that. Bridges is a fine pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. In the season from which he was selected, a 3.36 under an average, 14 wins, 12 losses, 1 save. He worked 201 innings. Walked 119, struck out 108. The American League hit .233 against Bridges. All right, let me switch the options back. And we shall continue. Fine ball game we got going on here. 1 out. Musial at second. And here is the beast. Fox with that 2-run shot back in the third and singled in the fifth. Tommy Bridges has finished his warm-up pitches. Count goes full now to Jimmy Fox. Curveball. And this one missing outside. 2 on now for Ted Williams. Teddy Ballgame solo shot back in the second. Bridges ready to deal to him. Here's the pitch. The 2-0 now. Williams cuts on this fastball. Fly ball to right. This will not have the distance, however. And making the catch out K line. The runners do not advance, so 2 down. Tommy Bridges looking for the third out here. Frankie Frisch doubled RBI, scoring Hornsby and Jimmy Fox back in that big fifth, in which Las Vegas played at 3. Mr. Wrestling 2, who we haven't seen here since 1929. Welcome back, man. Good to see you. All right. So Bill Freehand sets the target. Musial at second. Fox at first. 2 down. Bridges lets it go. The 1-0 delivery. Change up, and Frisch bounces this one to Rigel, who bobbles the ball, and the bases are loaded. Billy committing his 5th error out there is short in the season, and Manny Ramirez steps in. Bases are sold out. Tommy Bridges looking for that elusive third out. Not getting the doff of the cap there to Billy, that's for sure. All right, so Ramirez, he is 1 for 3. RBI single scoring Frankie Frisch back in the 5th. Yeah, it was still a DOD project that time, 1920. So good to see you, Mr. Wrestling. All right, Bridges works out of the stretch now. The count 2-2, and Manny Ramirez, and Ramirez sends this one over the Green Monster for the grand salami. Open all the windows. Manny Ramirez comes through huge. And it is now the Las Vegas Gamblers 11 and the Detroit Coyotes 6. Wow. Yeah, Department of War at that time. All right, so Bridges. Woof. All right, here comes Ken Boyer now. We will just move right along. 1 for 3 now. And I can hear MV laughing all the way from Wales via West Virginia. God. John DFW says, Manny being Manny. How you doing, John? Coyotes howling in protest says Big Clue. Both good teams. Both of these teams are going to be in the running all the way through in the season. They really, really are. Good teams. All right. Bridges deals with the bases empty. The 1-2 pitch to Ken Boyer. And this one, fly ball, center field. And Ty Cobb makes a diving catch to retire the side. But, the shelling on Gallipoli has been done. 4 runs on 2 hits. 1 error. 6 complete here at Fenway Park. It's the Gamblers 11 and the Coyotes 6. Ted tackles Manny a la Bob Barker style. MV says he's in bed, but he's laughing. You guys know about the heated rivalry between MV and Steve Tate. MV refers to Steve Tate as Darth Tate, the Dark Lord, and other such epithets. So, Bernie Strom calling bullpen. All right, Bernie. All right. So for those of you who don't play Action PC 23, this is a new addition this year. The pitcher-batter matchup analysis tool, whatever. You can use this outside in rosters to compare teams, but you can use this in-game, and it adjusts to the game situation, the count, and everything. So, and the pitcher's clutch rating. It's excellent stuff. All right, waiting for Bernie to make his decision here on who's going to come in to pitch against Miguel Cabrera. All right, he's going to go to Ryan Helsley. All right. Housley, it shall be. Bruce Suter's day is done. So Ryan Housley coming in. And he has a save. He's worked a third of an inning this season and struck out one. All right, Cabrera will lead it off, followed by Al Kaline and Hank Greenberg. Don't count Detroit out of this one yet, though. Not at all. This game has been nuts. All right, Ryan Housley now facing Cabrera. Finishes warm-up pitches and the 1-0 delivery. Curveball. Miggy sends this one to Hopper to Hornsby at short, ranging to his left, fires to the beast for the 6-3 putout. So one out, one up, one down now. Al Kaline, 1 for 3. He went yard back in the second. Housley deals the 0-2 delivery to the right fielder. Kaline sends this to second, and Frisch cannot corral the ball, and Al Kaline aboard. So Frisch committing his third error of the season, and that's the second error. These teams now tied in errors at 2 apiece. So Kaline aboard. With 1 stolen base this season, and here's Hammer and Hank. He is nothing for 3. The Detroit faithful making the trip to Vegas by way of Boston, hoping for a big swing here from Hank, who's nothing for 3. Again, as of this at bat, a very, very slow start for the great Hank Greenberg, hitting only 117. Yeah, how old is that? He looks 16, doesn't he? All right. Again, my apologies, guys, that I don't have the Steve Tate cards up. They're beautiful. I will get them for the next game, but I know Dwayne will have them, as will, I guess, Steve Tate when he does a broadcast, and MV the occasional. Filling in for Bernie while he's gone. The 1-2 pitch, and swing and a miss. Big strikeout there by Housley to get the Hall of Famer. So 2 down now, and he just needs to get past Tony Phillips. Tony Phillips, however, 2 for 3, and he went downtown back in the 5th. All right. So Phillips batting lefty against the righty Housley. Housley has the sign from Ted Williams. Kaline at first. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Phillips looks at a called strike 3. 7th inning stretch time here, and it is 11-6 in favor of Las Vegas. Well, while you and Big Clue and MV are here, although we don't want MV to get out of bed, I was, after this game, planning to sim just a number of games. Let me know how many weeks you guys want me to do, and we'll do them. So our 2 commissioners here tonight, Steve Tate and Big Clue, and MV, the vice commissioner, the commissioner in charge of Vice. MV, by the way, lately, not only his wonderful baseball broadcast, guys, but he's been doing some cricket on his channel and has me on the verge of picking up a cricket game, man. It looks really cool. This is like the newer, faster type of cricket. So check out MV's channel, learn a little bit about cricket and all the great wisdom that MV has to impart. MV knows about vices. And Aaron Reed says, hey, let me hear you good and loud. All right. Okay, let's go to it. I don't think we're going to get to the Out of the Park game tonight, so we might just do something else after this. We'll sim out some games. So change right now what it says on the tin, because I'm not really feeling... there we go. Don't think there's going to be a doubleheader. All right. All right, Ducky Medwick, Ted Simmons, and Stan Musial to face Tommy Bridges here. So Bridges ready to work now to him. Medwick, nothing for 1, came on to pinch hit, stayed on. And Medwick scorches this one to left field. Phillips having to go a long way in the corner for this one. Medwick is going for 2 as the throw comes in to Billy Rigel. So leadoff double here on the 1-0 pitch, and Medwick perched at second. And Las Vegas playing relentlessly and conducting themselves in a manner that is unrelenting. There we go. Ted Simmons now 1 for 3. Medwick leads off second. Bridges with the 1-0 delivery. Curveball. Simmons, bouncer to short. Rigel playing in quickly on that one and able to fire onto Greenberg with the momentum. But with that, Medwick seeing that and able to go to third. So one down and potential 12th run for Las Vegas, 90 feet away. Stan the Man, 1 for 4, singled back in the 6th. His last time up. Bridges from the stretch and the 1-0. Curveball to Musial, base hit to left, and Musial will pick up the RBI. Ducky Medwick comes in to score, and this game now 12-6 in favor of Las Vegas. Rogers Hornsby, 3 for 4 today. Musial at first. Bridges with a 3-2 pitch. Hornsby draws the walk. Tommy Bridges having a little bit of trouble out there on the mound. Oh, I see. So Big Clue correcting me. He says Envy isn't assistant commissioner. He's assistant to the commissioners. And everybody welcome in Michael Silva. Yeah, Michael, I am a bit of a night owl, so I'm not sure what your schedule is. Let's figure out a time. Let's chat on Discord tonight, tomorrow, whatever you feel like. Let me know what works for you, and I will definitely work around that, man. It'd be great to talk to you or type or whatever you want to do, man. It'd be great to talk. So everybody, you know Michael Silva, creator of all those beautiful ballparks that we enjoy in Out of the Park baseball, and super knowledgeable baseball fan. He says you got to root for the team with Boston players. So Bernie drawing from the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. Steve, I believe, from the Tigers and the A's, if I'm not mistaken. So drawing from 2 venerable franchises. All right, Jimmy Fox, 2 for 3. Me, I got the Brewers and the Diamondbacks. The 1-2 pitch. Jimmy Fox swings. Fly ball. Shallow center. K-line coming in, and he'll make the grab, and the runners will not move up. 2 down now for Ted Williams, the always dangerous Ted Williams. He went yard way back in the 2nd. Tigers and Angels. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking Oakland A's. Anyhow, great running catch there by K-line in right field, and that retires the side. But 1 run does come across for Las Vegas on 2 hits, no errors. And we go to the 8th, and Detroit has a lot of work to do. Brad Helsley will stay on in relief, I am assuming. And Bill Freehand will lead it off, followed by Billy Rigel, and then Ty Cobb. So Helsley enjoying a 6-run lead. And Rich Garces will come in. So, yes, the AI will do that. Garces in relief. Fly ball. Ted Williams making the catch at the track. 1 up, 1 down. Shortstop Billy Rogel has flied out all 3 times. Garces with the 1-1 delivery. Rogel liner to right. And Teddy Ballgame making the catch. So 2 up, 2 down. Ted Williams saying, I might not be rated in right field, but I just made 2 catches out here. All right, here is Garces now to face the Georgia Peach. We're back at the top of the order for Detroit. Cobb is 1 for 4. Rich Garces, the full count on Cobb. And Cobb looks at a call and strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The score 12-6. We're going to speed up this broadcast a little bit. Detroit started for YouTube. Denny McClain, so I guess they thought playing Vegas meant aces high. Big Clue is here all week. Boom, boom. All right, rim shot there, but well, I'll just stop there. All right, so here's Frankie Frisch now. Ford and Flash, safe in an error last time. Frisch with an RBI in this game. 12-6 your score. Tommy Bridges still on. The 3-0. And I'm going to pause and see what Detroit wants to do here. John DFW, time for the pitch clock. This one we're an hour and 14 minutes in. The game itself only 50-some minutes. Steve, I know that those of us doing broadcasts, we usually don't stop and ask what managers want to do. You want to let them? All right. So Tommy Bridge is going to take one for the team here. All right. Here we go. I just didn't know where Bridges figured in your rotation. If this is his job to just go long relief and soak up innings for you. That's why I wanted to stop play for a minute. All right, Manny Ramirez. 5 RBI today. A grand slam in the 6th. And then in the 5th, an RBI single that scored Frankie Frisch. And Frisch is on first. Bridges. Okay, so it's to pitch as best he can. Gotcha, Steve. All right, the 1-2 delivery. Ramirez swings, grounded deep to short. Rigel to Garinger to Hank Greenberg. So twin killing, and Tommy's going to give a doff of the cap there to his shortstop. So quickly 2 down now, and Ken Boyer 1 for 4 in the game. RBI double back in the second. Bridges with the 0-2 delivery. Boyer swings, fly ball down the line to left. Tony Phillips toward the line makes the catch. We go to the ninth, and will we see some ninth inning sorcery? There we go. I don't want to steal from Robert. So a little bit of top of the ninth sorcery. There you go. I'm a magician, and I can't think of a damn right now. Anyhow, Charlie Gehringer, and looks like Garces has a bit left, Bernie. Yeah, there you go. Robert, so to quote Robert RGO Network, because it's his tagline, some ninth inning magic. I like how he says it, ninth inning magic. Wow, try not to steal, man. Try not to steal. Arcana. Thank you, Big Clue. I will use the term Arcana. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Bernie, do you want to, with a 6-run lead, do you want to let Garces, he's got like 7 pitches left. Do you want to bring in somebody else to finish this off? Bullpen. Thought so. All right, man. Let's see. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? I know, man, but it's the way you say it. It's the delivery. Because you puncture that ninth inning magic. Dude. Yeah. Trickery. Doug Hunt, thank you, Trickery. So the type of magic I specialize in is through entertainment. I teach people how not to get cheated at poker, blackjack, things like that. So my magic very strong. And short cons, so 3-shell game, 3-card Monty, stuff like that. So yeah, trickery, chicanery. All right, Harry the Cat Brackeen will come on here in the ninth for the Las Vegas Gambler. Let's look at the Cat's numbers here in the season. A rather tidy 1.61 earned run average, 2 wins, 1 loss. He has worked 28 for the Gamblers, walked 9 and struck out 20. So the Shanks League hitting just 190 against him, and his whip at 1,000. Or a whip of 1, whatever you want to call it. All right, here's Gehringer to lead it off in the ninth for Detroit. 1 for 2. Brackeen with a 1-2 delivery, and swing and a miss. So the Cat coming in and with the fastball, getting the machine to swing and strike out. Rod Carew, nothing for 2, and was hit by a pitch. Brackeen with the 1-1 delivery. Carew, liner to center, base hit. Musial playing it on the hop, and so Rod Carew at first, and 3 steals thus far this year. All right, here is Miguel Cabrera. And Sakuni is a poker dealer. Good. Well, poker dealers and casinos, it's a little bit different. So this is showing people what to watch out for in sort of their outside the casino games, of course. All right. And I do remember that about you, Mr. Poker Dealer. All right. Back to it. Cabrera, rather disappointing 0 for 4 in the game. And no sign from Detroit to go to its bench, so let's do it. Brackeen with the 2-1 delivery. Cabrera swings. This one a little dribbler to short. Hornsby to Frisch on the pivot to Jimmy Fox, and that, mercifully, is the end of that one. So Las Vegas takes this one to Detroit 12-6. Let's look at some game highlights, and then we will sim out a number of weeks in this. All right, so Bruce Sutter gets the win. He goes to 1-0. Willie Hernandez tagged with a loss. He goes to 0-1. Highlights for Detroit in a losing cause. Tony Phillips went 2 for 4 with a home run and a double. Al Kaline 1 for 4 with a home run. Bill Frahan 1 for 2 for the Las Vegas Gamblers. Frankie Frisch 1 for 3, 2 runs batted in. Rogers Hornsby 3 for 4 with a triple. Jimmy Fox 2 for 4 2 runs batted in. And of course, you can't forget the big bomb by Ramirez as well. All right. So Detroit falls to 10 and 12. Las Vegas improves to 11 and 9. Let's have a quick gander at pitching. So Denny McLain and Bill Dineen, the starters, did not go long. McLain out because of rain. He went 3 and 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Gave up 2 taters, walked 2, struck out 4. So McLain now his ERA balloons a bit to 4.03. Willie Hernandez worked only 2/3 in relief, 3 earned runs. And then Darren Oliver worked an inning, gave up a run. It was unearned. And then Tommy Bridges, 2 and 2/3, 4 runs, only one of those runs earned, walked 3. Bill Dineen gets the early hook for Las Vegas. He only went 1 and 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, gave up a home run, a walk, didn't strike out anybody. Elmer Myers worked 2 1/3. Bruce Sutter picked up the win, worked 2 innings. Brad Helsley came in, worked 1 in relief, as did Rich Garces and Harry the Cat Brackeen. So there we go. We'll look at miscellaneous, and not a lot to talk about. Crap ton of home runs here, though. So K-Line and Tony Phillips for Detroit, Ted Williams, Jimmy Fox, and Manny Ramirez with that grand slam for Las Vegas. Frankie Frisch picking up a stolen base. Hornsby was caught stealing. RBI in this game. So Tony Phillips picks up number 6, Rod Carew number 7. Ty Cobb had 2 RBI in this game, so 14. Charlie Garinger picking up his 8th, K-Line his 7th for Las Vegas. Frankie Frisch batted in 2, so he has 12 now on the season. Musial picks up number 11. Teddy Ballgame also at number 11. Ramirez, 5 runs batted in, so his total now at 12. Ken Boyer at 11, and Jimmy Fox picked up 2 for his for 11 RBI on the season. The MVP, Manny Ramirez, double play, 1 each by these teams. As far as left on base, for a while, Detroit leaving everybody on base, but these 2 teams tied. Detroit stranding 7, and so did Las Vegas. And that is it for this one. Wow. Okay, now it's up to the commissioners. How many weeks do you want to do? Wait for it to see what Big Clue has to say, what Steve has to say. And then we'll just sim out whatever you guys want. So Steve is saying possibly to the All-Star break. As we wait, Big Clue is ruminating. That's what the kids are calling it these days. He's ruminating. All right, All-Star break it is. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we are going to play the entire month of May. So down here, guys, watch the standings. Watch the standings. Watch the standings. Well, we can go to highlight. We can't do any highlights as we're going. There are no live game. I was just seeing if there's an easy way to watch the standings. So here we go. Month of May. So here we go. Just watch the standings moving around here, if there's any movement at all. Manchester and Kentucky still in first. Cleveland making a little bit of a move now, just 1 game back. Deerfield and Manchester now tied. Deerfield Beach and Manchester. Manchester back to within 1. So, got a good tight race over there on the bingo side. On the Shanks side, yeah. This is a much, much tighter league than Shanks 2, that's for sure. JT Dutch says, who do I root for? All right. Take another slug of water here. All right, so Manchester and Kentucky still holding on to their leads. Manchester opening it up a little bit. 4 games up on Deerfield Beach. Kentucky now 3 up on Canada, 3.5. Arlington at the bottom. Mudville, my team, near the bottom in the other league at 14 and 7. Robbie at 12 and 24. Philadelphia getting in the double digits and wins now at 11. So that's good to see. So Kentucky now takes over first place, 1.5 up on Canada as we're in the middle of May. So a little standings change there. Vegas putting heat on Manchester at this point. I feel like I'm calling a horse race. Arlington 12 out, Philadelphia 12 out. So Texas now starting to feel some suffering there as well. And indeed, Long Island, you're right, making a push. 2 games below 500, 3 games now. But here comes Hagerstown coming on now a little bit. So let's see. Moving along. Ty Cobb still at the top of the league in batting average. Christian Yelich, or no, now it's Rogers Hornsby. All right, May has been done. We'll look at the standings quickly, and then we'll do June. So Manchester, in the bingo division, Manchester, a 3-game lead on Las Vegas in second place. Deerfield Beach in third place, 4.5 back. Long Island coming on strong here through the month of May. Just 2 games below 500 and 6 back. Hagerstown 7.5 back at 22 and 28. Texas at 16 and 27, 10.5 out, and Arlington bringing up the rear at 17 and 34 and 13.5 out. In the Shanks division, Kentucky holding on to that lead, but it's a tight one. Just a half-game lead over Canada. Cleveland 1.5 back in third. Detroit 2.5 back in fourth place, above 500 now. At Millbus, 3 games back. Mudville is 4 back, and a game above 500. I'm kind of surprised with my team. Philadelphia bringing up the rear at 17 and 28. All right, play through May 31st, and all games have been played. Let's go to June. All right. I don't know when you guys have the All-Star break scheduled. I have no idea. So we're just going to do all of June. Boom. And here we go. Robert, good question, I guess, for the commissioners. Robert wanted to know if any changes can be made. All right. And moving along. So hope we can get, it's around 7:14. Okay. This is like the really, really fun part, is to let this thing just sim out. Let's see. Vegas takes over first place from Manchester, and Cleveland is in for. Oh, they're in a dead heat with Canada in the Shanks division. Kentucky, though, just 1 game back. Oh my God, this is crazy. So tight races. Can't really. This is going to be a tough one to call, guys. And there will be a. I don't know if we decided to have a championship series. Christopher Slovic in the ballpark. He says any sport where Philadelphia is last place makes me happy. Well, as 2 Buccos fans here, I get that definitely. But there's a team I hate more. I don't hate the Philadelphia Phillies, though, like a lot of Pittsburgh Pirate fans. My loathing is reserved for 3 other teams in baseball. Names I will not disclose here. Manchester back in first place again, as is Kentucky. So MV the Mad Scientist once again. How about it? I would say pretty much now that Philadelphia and Arlington out of this. Arlington, worst record in the league right now. It's 18 games back now. We haven't seen Robert Wartburg. I'm guessing the Rangers are playing at home. All right, let's see. Batting average is still Ty Cobb, Rogers Hornsby. We can look at some leaders when we get to the All-Star break. Now, will this tell me? You said around the 14th. I'm going to play it up to the 12th. All right. We got no game scheduled on the 12th, so let's just go this way. Here we go. Yeah, no one hates the Phillies, right? Yeah, exactly. No one hates the Phillies. They just hate Philadelphia. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Philadelphia hates Pittsburgh. So there you go. So I don't know who's going to be broadcasting this. Would love to hear Dwayne Martz do one of these or whatever. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Dwayne is an excellent broadcaster, doing his 1961 Yankees and Braves replay and using APA baseball and in conjunction with Digital Diamond. It's good stuff. All right, so what's going on in this race? It's still Manchester and Kentucky. I wouldn't say they're running away with it, but it's starting. This thing is starting to. I'd say the top two teams now. Cleveland 5 out. Okay, so we are at the 11th. 12th has no games. 13th. Oh, come on, show me. All right, so what about the 13th? Let's play through July 13th. Okay, and so we must be now at the All-Star break. So that's it, guys. All right, let's look at some fun standings here. First, let's look at, and I'd rather do it with this screen. And we'll look at standings and everything. Let's let everything update and give you the tail of the tape. Steve, I don't know why this isn't picking an all-star team. That's really kind of weird, but maybe you'll be able to figure that out. All right, in the Shanks division, Kentucky at 52 and 33, 5 games up. We have a tie for second place between Canada and Cleveland, 5 games back, each club, 46 wins, 37 losses. Detroit then would be in third place, 7.5 out at 44 and 40. Atmobus playing a couple games below 500, 10.5 out. Mudville 11.5 back, and Philadelphia 14 back. In the bingo division, Manchester in first place, 56 and 32, 4 games up on second place, Las Vegas. And this one, the bingo division, not really much of a race after that. Hagerstown is 13 out, Deerfield Beach 14, Long Island 18, Texas 23 and a half, and Arlington 24 and a half games out. So the teams to watch now, at least at this point, halfway through the season: Manchester, Las Vegas, Kentucky, Canada, Cleveland, and Detroit. Need to go out and then back so that lead stuff can repopulate. Oh, you mean like exit the game? All right. Well, we can have somebody else do that. The next person. So that is it. Aaron Reed says Kentucky represent. All right, 10:30, and that is pretty much it. So when gameplay resumes, God knows when that is. Yeah. So when it resumes on July 15th, we got some good matchups coming up here. So whoever broadcasts next, you got Las Vegas and Canada, both in the race. So good game there. Detroit is going to be facing Arlington. Should be an easy one. And Atmobus facing Texas. So the two Texas teams kind of getting crushed here. What else do we have here? It's a doubleheader, Las Vegas and Canada. So whoever does the next broadcast, you really should do a doubleheader with these two. So yeah, I don't know about changes, how that works. I would guess Steve will. Yep, Robert. Glad to hear that you're. I know that you're tired. Get some sleep, and I'm glad you're definitely on the mend. So I will zip this up, and I will post it to the Howie Shanks. So Steve, we're actually just zipping out the season. Is that correct? As opposed to just the BBX files, just zip this up and right. Make sure I'm doing it right. So whoever gets it next. Zip file, the whole file, zip. Yep, okay, that's cool. All right, well, looks like we're done for the night because at 10:30, I don't know that I want to start a pitch-by-pitch game. So I'm going to go ahead and zip this guy up and get this up on the Discord. Okay, so they can review and resubmit any manager file changes. Now, are any sort of, well, I mean, yeah, they can change it. I guess any rosters or whatever. I suppose. I don't know. Whatever. Got to play something. All right. Well, it's not going to be pitch by pitch though. Bah. Well, you got to play something, Mr. Tate. Well, of course you're the commissioner. I can't really. Guess I can't do that, can I? All right. Zip League files. Here we go. And I'm not naming it Daddy or any of that nonsense. No, 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 no. That's not going to happen. All right. I'm glad Steve's here to make sure I do this right because it's been a couple minutes. And let's put this into baseball, and I'll put it into seasons, and let's change this, all this thing. So Howie Shanks League 3. I'm just going to put Beatles, and what is the date today? 30 August. Okay. So this should go ahead to begin zip in seasons, right? Yep, yep, yep. All right, begin zip. This will take a few minutes. So, for any of you guys who were here earlier today, I showed off a little thing. It's not a game, but it's called Baseball Greatest Hits. It's really cool. You guys have to check it out. It's at Old Games, and it's an absolute joy. So that's all I'll tell you. That's all I'll tell you. Oh, thank you, Doug. It certainly we're having a lot of fun doing it. I hope you'll consider getting involved with Shanks 4, which should be coming up probably in 2 weeks, maybe. Todd B says the stream is only 96 minutes. Well, with the game, yeah, you're right. With the game, it took a little less time. But last night was that marathon. Damn Red Sox. We can do a pick your teams, but it would just be a batter by batter. So you guys want to pick two teams? Any two teams, 1871 to 2022, we'll fire up out of the park baseball and have some fun there. Or we could do game 2 of the 1929 World Series on here. I don't care. I'm easy. Oh, no worries, Dwayne. Oh, Tex Ags is saying 1955 Dodgers. Who are the Dodgers going to face? Dwayne March says, oh, against the 92 Pirates. Okay. Yikes, someone needs banned. Todd B has been waiting for the world's worst gamer. Welcome in, buddy. He says, I see Cy Young still sucks at 6-10 with a 5.69 earned run average. Oh, man. Harsh, harsh, harsh. All right, let me bring up the Howie Shanks Discord. I have a whole room full of mods, so everything is good there. And let's get this bad boy posted up. Yep. And World's Worst Gamer putting up some vintage Axl Rose here. All right. So where's the Shanks? And this is on the Steve. I'm just gonna put this in the I don't know where the hell we're putting these files. Since we're gonna have something called league files. I have no idea. Shanks Bingo League. Okay, so I'm putting this in game files. All right, I'm gonna put it in game files. And then we'll get to the 1955 Dodgers and the 1992 Pirates in a minute. We'll play this one at Ebbets Field. Type amongst yourselves. We can get Aaron Reed on here, I think. Although, no, well, yeah, I think. To figure this out. Well, actually, we'll bring Aaron Reed on for 1990 Reds tomorrow. Tomorrow. All right. Anyhow, yeah, way to go there, dude. Just making sure of something. Okay. Anyhow. Just do that. All right. So DK Sports Data. Baseball seasons. Ah, there it is. Boom, 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 right there. Just grab this bad boy right over there. So this is going to game files. Whoever wants it next, it is up there and ready to rock. All right. Yeah, lots of thoughts. Well, Steve, I can't go into it, but it's for good reasons. I'll just put it that way. Yeah. All right. Let's go to exit. Bye. Now let's bring up Steam. Boom. This game we gotta do some night and mess around with this, man. This is a digital adaptation of a board game called Bottom of the Ninth. And it's really cool. It is really, really cool. So maybe we'll do some mucking about with that at some point. I messed around with it a bit yesterday. It's on sale right now, I think, still on Steam. Super cheap. And it's just it's quirky, it's weird, it's fun, and the opening music is it's great. Gotta love it. All right. Many things stirring, Mr. Tate. Many things stirring. I'll just put it that way. Yes, indeed. My cats say hi to everybody, Albert and Darcy. Oh, Stardew Valley, like one of the most chill games ever, man. You know, I can't always be like doing like blood and guts and gore and stuff, man. I like to chill out like everybody else too. All right, let us do a historical exhibition. So, Pirates Dodgers. Yeah, John, we'll definitely do that. 92 Pirates and Braves game sometime. Actually, John, I'd love to play that against you head to head on Action PC Baseball. I manage the Bucks, you manage the Braves, man. I'm throwing down the gauntlet, brother. That's what we need Aaron Reed to do that. Throwing down the gauntlet, brother. I can't do Hulk Hogan. For feck's sake. First time you've had a cat named after you, Cole. All right. John's thrown down the gauntlet. He says, let's go. All right, John, we'll set it up. Because Steve and I we're even up. Got to get back with Steve. My fault I couldn't make it that weekend. Tigers Pirates. All right, so the visiting team is going to be the Pittsburgh Pirates in this one. 1992 against the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. This is going to be pretty scary. Where'd you go, Brooklyn? There you are. It would help to actually pick the Pirates, wouldn't it? All right. We are on our way. Who wants to manage what? Yeah. So Todd B says he doesn't mean Marv Albert. Would love to get you on the mic and do that sometime. All right, here we go. These are again one-offs, one and done, and that's it. But I am keeping track of the teams that are in this, and we're going to make this into a tournament after we do this for a few weeks. All right. So there we go. Looking at the Bucks. And let's look at. I know how to pick the Pirates. Anyhow, okay. Teams and rules. Yep. Good. Rosters and lineups. All right. Let me see. Let's go to lineups. Let's see if the computer is going to be weird about this. Wow. So Merced, Bell, Van Slyke, Bonds, Buechel, Steve Buechel. Yeah. We had John Wayne, our hometown kid there. I'm happy with that lineup. Let's look at the Brooklyn Dodgers. So, yeah, Jim Gilliam, Reese, Campanella, Snyder, Ferrillo, Amoros, Hodges, Don Hoke. Yep, looks like good lineups. All right. Let's go. Cousin Ken, welcome in. You never had a pet. All right, let's play ball. And I know this is going to show 7 games. We're just going to do one. All right, it's going to be Doug Drabek versus Carl Spooner and the Pittsburgh Pirates of 1992 to face the Brooklyn Dodgers 1955. And I might do this pitch by pitch. We'll see. All right. Yeah, screw it, man. We're going to do pitch by pitch. All right, leading off for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates in right field, Orlando Merced, batting second at shortstop, Jay Bell. Batting third in center field, Andy Van Slyke. Batting cleanup in left field, Barry Bonds. Batting fifth, third baseman, Steve Buechele. Batting sixth and catching, Mike LaValliere. Good old Spanky. Batting seventh and playing first base, Jeff King. Batting eighth at second base, Jose Lind. And pitching and batting ninth, Doug Drabek. In 1992, a 15-11 record, 277 earned run average, a whip of 1.06, 6.2 strikeouts per 9 innings, 1.9 walks. For the hometown world champion Brooklyn Dodgers, the only world championship for the Dodgers while in Flatbush. Leading off at second base, Jim Gilliam. Batting second at shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. Batting third, Roy Campanella. And catching at cleanup, the Duke of Flatbush. In center field, Duke Snyder. Batting fifth, the Reading Rifle, Carl Furillo. In right field, batting sixth. In left field, Sandy Amoros. Batting seventh, first baseman Gil Hodges. Batting eighth, Don Hope, playing the hot corner, and Carl Spooner pitching and batting ninth. Spooner with an 8-6 record, a 3.65 earned run average, 1.22 whip, 7.1 strikeouts per 9 innings, and 3.7 walks. Let's get to Ebbets Field for this one-off game between the 92 Pirates and the 55 Dodgers. JT Dutch, a Dodgers fan, going to be watching this closely. So we're going to leave this pitch sequence up. Everybody seemed to like that. Checking weather. Yeah, go away. Jeez. Checking weather at game time. Partly cloudy here in Brooklyn, 61 degrees. The wind blowing in from right at 11 miles per hour. Filling in for the old redhead, Red Barber. All right. We are ready to get underway. Orlando Merced steps in, and we are going to do our little fly around of Ebbets Field, opened in 1913. And there we go. I think we just flew by hill to Chester. And we're ready to go. And this one, fastball in the inside corner for a called strike. The count 0-1 in Merced. Spooner deals. Here's the 0-1. And that one, curveball, missing low. So the count 1-1 in Merced. Spooner winds and deals. 1-1. Merced swings, and just an easy chopper onto second base. And plenty of time for Jim Gilliam to glove it and fire onto Gil Hodges for out number one. Jay Bell now to the plate. Jay Bell hit 264 in 1992, 55 ribbies, 9 home runs. Lefty Spooner winds and deals. And Bell takes this one in the outside corner, so the count 0-1. Carl Spooner bringing the fastball. Here's the wind and the 0-1. And Bell laces this one to left. This will get down for a base hit. So the Buccos have a single, or their first hit here, top of the first. So Jay Bell at first, decent speed, and coming to the plate now, Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke hit a healthy 324 in 1992. He batted in 89 and add to that 14 home runs. Bell into his lead. Spooner checks Bell at first. And the first pitch missing outside, ball one. Spooner sets and fires the 1-0 delivery. Van Slyke taking. So the count goes to 1-1. This one right down the middle of the plate by Spooner. 1-1. And this one a strike called, so 1-2. Van Slyke frozen up there at the plate. 1-2. And this one outside, trying to get Van Slyke to chase. Count goes to 2-2. Carl Spooner brings it home. Van Slyke, a swing and a miss. So Spooner gets him on the fastball. So 2 away, Jay Bell remains at first, and here's Barry Bonds, 34 dingers. Back in the day when 34 home runs was a lot, 311 average for Barry, 103 runs batted in. Spooner deals to Bonds. Bonds checks the swing, and the ump says he went around, so the count 0-1 on Bonds now. Nice curveball by lefty Spooner. The 0-1, Bonds swings and hacks this one foul. Count quickly 0-2, 2 down. The Bucks with a runner on first. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Bonds taking all the way. This one high and inside, the count going 1-2. Spooner has the sign from Campy, the 1-2. And big swing and a miss by Barry Bonds. Spooner coming with the fastball. Side retired. The Pirates get nothing. Strand one. We go to the bottom of the first. The Pirates nothing. And the Brooklyn Dodgers coming to bat. It's a nice one. No, this all of these ballparks. I don't do anything to Mike Silva's work. This is Mike's work, and he's done. There's been some wonderful improvements. Not that the parks didn't look good before, but now this is. I can't take any credit for this. This is Mike Silva. All right, Jim Gilliam will lead it off here in the bottom of the first. Gilliam, 249 in 1955 for the world champion Brooklyn Dodgers, 40 ribbies, 7 home runs. Pee Wee Reese waits on deck. Doug Drabek ready to deal now. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. Gilliam swings on the first pitch, number out in front of the plate. Spanky up with it, fires on to Jeff King at first. So 1 up, 1 down on the 2-3 put out as Hall of Fame shortstop Pee Wee Reese steps in. 282 average for Pee Wee, 61 runs batted in, 10 home runs. Pee Wee, of course, so many amazing stories about him. He and Jackie Robinson, which you guys, I'm sure, all know. Doug Drabek deals now to Reese. Reese takes in this one, ball one. It's a fastball from Drabek. Drabek now into his wind. Here's the delivery. And Reese, this changeup missing low, so the count going to 1-1. LaValliere sets the target. Here's the 1-1. And Pee Wee Reese. Big swing and a miss. Fastball there by Doug Drabek. The count 1-2 in the Dodgers shortstop. Drabek winds and fires again. And this one missing just low, so the count even at 2-2 on Pee Wee Reese. LaValliere with the sign, Drabek with the 2-2 delivery to Reese. And Reese looks at a called strike 3. This one painting the outside corner. Nice slider there by Doug Drabek. So 2 away, and here comes the ever-dangerous Roy Campanella. Campy in 1955, 32 trips around the bases, 107 runs batted in. Drabek ready to fire. He winds and deals. And check swing. Ump says he did not go around. The count 1-0 on Campanella. Drabek into his line, deals again. Campanella swings, fly ball, center field, and covering some distance out there in center field, ranging to his right, is Andy Van Slyke calling off Barry Bonds. Side is over. The Brooklyn Dodgers go in order. We go to the top of the second, scoreless here in Flatbush. All right, it'll be Steve Buechele, Spanky LaValliere, and Jeff King due up for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we don't see the Pirates a lot on this channel, even though I'm a Pirate fan. How weird is that? Carl Spooner has struck out 2 thus far. Here's a delivery to Buechele. And Buechele takes outside. Count 1-0. Buechele with 8 home runs in 1992, a 249 average. Spooner rocks and fires. Buechele swings. This one, 2 hopper to short. And that will be Reese to Hodges in the 6-3 put out. So 1 up, 1 down now for Mike LaValliere, who Pirates broadcaster Lanny Fratteri once quipped, he is slower than he looks. LaValliere hit 256 with 29 ribbies in 2 trips downtown in 1992 for these Pirates, who lost a heartbreaker in the NLCS to the Atlanta Braves. Spooner deals to LaValliere. And LaValliere taking all the way and looking at one in at the knees. Strike 1. So good location there by Carl Spooner. He rocks and deals. The 0-1 pitch. LaValliere That went in there for called strike 2 that time. A little fastball by Carl Spooner. 1 out, bases empty, no score. Here's the pitch. This one inside. LaValliere still taking. So Jim Leyland signaling his catcher from the dugout. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this one, fastball missing just a little high. The count goes even to LaValliere, 2-2. Spooner brings it. And swing and a miss. Fooled Spanky on the curveball. 2 down. Carl Spooner picks up strikeout number 3. So Ken Castro asking LaValliere or Lombardi, who's slower? Well, I would say that Shanaz is more famously slower than Michael LaValliere, that's for sure. All right, here's Jeff King, 14 round tripper, 65 runs batted in, 231 average for King in 1992 for the Corsairs. Spooner ready to go. The lefty deals. Jeff King looks at a curveball outside. Count 1-0. Here it comes. And this one missing high, so ball 2. Spooner coming with 2 curveballs now. Let's see what he comes with here. King's got to be looking fastball from Spooner. Here's the 2-0. And he takes all the way, strike 1, and indeed it was a fastball, so Jeff King wanting that pitch back, I think. The count 2-1 now on the Bucko first baseman. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Jeff King fouls this one back. Count goes even at 2-2. Spooner ready to deal again. Here it comes. And this one really high. Ball 3. Count goes full on Jeff King now. So Ernie Lombardi says that, that Ken says that Ernie Lombardi has a 0 speed in the at-bat set. Whew. So JT says if LaValliere raced Lombardi 5 times around the bases, by the 4th time around, LaValliere would tap Lombardi. I think that pretty much answers the question. Good old Ernie Lombardi, huh? Here's the full count. And LaValliere, gotta love them all. Swing and a miss. The Buccos go good morning, good afternoon, good night. We go to the bottom of the 2nd as Spooner picks up yet another K. We are scoreless. Just 1 hit in this game. And here we are from the golden age of center fielders in New York in the 1950s. One of the great ones here, the Duke of Flatbush. So Duke Snider hit .309 in 1955, 42 out of the park. 136 ribbies for him. Doug Drabeck has 1 strikeout thus far. Deals to Snider. Here's the pitch. And Snider holds up. So ball 1. So that one missing low. Good eye up there by Duke Snider. Doug Drabeck into his motion. And the pitch. And this one called strike fastball. Catching the inside part of the plate. 1-1 on Duke Snider. Here's Drabeck's 1-1 delivery. And this one, changeup missing outside, the count 2-1. Drabeck trying to nibble the corners around the dangerous Dodger center fielder. Here's the 2-1. Snider, swing and a miss. Drabeck coming with the gas. The count now at 2-2. Snider in the box. Drabeck to deal. Snider swings. This one will be lined foul into the stands on the first base side. Drabeck once again to deal the 2-2 pitch. Snider swings. High pop fly on the infield. And calling for it and making the easy play is Jay Bell. So 1 away here in the Dodger 2nd, and Carl Furillo will come to bat. The Reading Rifle, .314 average, 26 home runs, 95 runs batted in. Drabeck into his motion and deals to Furillo. Furillo takes inside. Ball 1, so slider missing there by Drabeck. Drabeck now with the leg kick and the 1-0 delivery. Furillo, swing and a miss. Swinging right through that fastball by Drabeck. Count 1-1. Drabeck comes home with it. Furillo fouls this one back. Slider that time. Foul back. Count 1 and 2. Drayback toes the rubber and brings it home. And this one way, way inside. Fastball missing, so the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no score. Drayback deals to the Reading rifle. Furillo fouls this one off on the right-hand side. So good contact on that ball. Furillo staying alive. Drayback deals. Furillo cut and a miss. And that one, Drayback coming with a curveball after a little diet of fastballs to Furillo. So 2 down, bases empty for Sandy Amoros. Sandy hit 247 in 1955 for Brooklyn, 55 ribbies, 10 home runs. Amoros, of course, would, along with Jim Gilliam and a few others on this team, would make the trip out west after the 1957 season. Drayback deals with 2 down here. And this one, curveball, just missing outside. The count 1-0. Drayback into the line. The 1-0 now. And the changeup missing outside for ball 2. So Drayback trying to get Amoros to chase. The 2-0 delivery now. And swung on and fouled back. The count 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Drayback brings it. Amoros swings. And this one also tapped away, foul. 2-2 now. And here it comes. And a called strike 3. Once again, Drayback going to the hammer and hanging up, picking up another strikeout. 3 now for Drayback. The Dodgers go in order. We go to the 3rd. No score. Jose Lean, Doug Drayback, and Orlando Merced do up for the Buccos. Carl Spooner has hung up 4 Ks thus far. Here's Lean. And Lean laces this one into left, base hit past second base. So Jim Gilliam, no real chance to get that ball, making a valiant attempt. The boos already starting here at Brooklyn. And here's Doug Drayback. Of course, they're looking bunt. Spooner delivers. Drayback shows bunt. And not making contact. Count goes to 0-1. So Spooner not wasting any time. Coming with a fastball against Drayback. Here's the pitch. The runner in motion. Drayback gets the bunt down. Pretty good one. Spooner looks to second and fires to first. So Drayback with the sacrifice, moving Lean into scoring position. The Bucks with 2 hits in this game are back at the top of the order. Orlando Merced, nothing for 1. Spooner deals to him. And fastball in there. Strike 1. Spooner ready to deal again. And this one, line to left, but down into the glove. Sandy Amoros making a nice catch on that ball. So 2 down. Jose Lean remains in scoring position at second. Jay Bell has one of only 2 Bucco hits in this game. Spooner winds and deals. And swing and a miss on the curveball. So the count 0-1 on Bell. Spooner sets and fires. And Jay Bell getting a little bit impatient up there. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Spooner ready to deal now. Jay Bell strikes out on 3 pitches. And the Buccos strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We are scoreless here at Ebbets. So it'll be Gil Hodges, Don Hoke, and Carl Spooner. Hodges, 27 home runs, 102 runs batted in. 289 for him in 1955. Drayback with the first pitch to Hodges. This one missing inside. Slider. Count 1 ball, no strikes. Waiting for the Dodger Symphony Band to get going here. And that one bisects the plate. So a little change up there by Drayback. The count 1-1. He deals. Hodges looks at a fastball low. The count 2 balls, 1 strike. Drayback into the wind in the 2-1. Hodges, this one missing low and inside, ball 3. So 3-1 on Hodges. Will Drayback give him something to hit here? Here it comes. The 3-1 and the changeup in there. So the count goes full now, 3-2. Drayback winds and deals. And Hodges, little flare to left, hard rush over at the foul line in left field is Barry Bonds making an excellent play. So one down here now. Dodger Sim phony, emphasis on the phony, right? Red Barber. So JT Dutch quoting, and of course Hilda Chester in the cowbell. How about it? All right, so good play by Barry Bonds on that 3-2 pitch. Don Hoke now. Hoke with 5 home runs in 1955, 19 ribbies at .240 average. Doug Drabek deals, and Hoke swings through this one. So nice slider action there by Doug Drabek. The count 0-1. 1 out, no score. Here's the 1 strike pitch. Fastball missing low. Count goes to 1-1 on Don Hoke. Both wearing Pirate livery. The 1-1. And slider missing low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. LaValliere sets the target. Drabek deals. Swing and a miss. So count goes to 2-2 now. Drabek peers in, has the sign. He winds and deals. The 2-2 to Don Hoke. And this one, a worm killer in the dirt. So the count goes full now to Don Hoke. The 3-2 delivery. Hoke holds up, and the ump says ball 4. LaValliere appealing down to first, and the umpire says no swing. So a runner aboard for the Dodgers, and that brings up Carl Spooner. Buxby looking bunt here. Don Hoke has some speed. Ken Castro would probably have him steal right here. And there he goes. I'll be damned. Here's the throw down, the tag, and Don Hoke has himself a stolen base. See that, cousin? There we go. Oh, yeah, I love the pitch-by-pitch thing. I've done it a few times, Chris, but it actually feels easier and it is more accurate. Maybe foolhardy to do it at this time of night, but what the hell. Carlos Yaz, welcome to Ebbets Field. Again, whoever wants to broadcast Shanks next, pardon me, the zip file is in the game files BBX part of the Shanks Discord. All right, the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Spooner back in the box. Drabek delivers, and this one low, ball 2. You don't want to lose the pitcher. Jim Gilliam waits on deck, the top of the order for the Dodgers. Drabek deals, and this one in at the knees and catching the outside corner. So the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. No, I've gotten to Chris, but I'm nowhere near as good at calling games regardless. But whatever, having fun. The 2-1, Spooner sends this a long drive out toward the Schaefer beer sign, and that one caught at the track. Don Hoke will tag and move to third. Merced making a nice play out there in right field. So Spooner gave it a ride. I thought that might have gone into the gloaming out there in right field as the leadoff hitter Jim Gilliam steps in. Hoke at third, 2 down. Drabek from the stretch. Don Hoke checked his swing, and he held up. Not tempted by the fastball. That fastball just missing low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Drabek out of the stretch. And Drabek working him low, and this pitch almost in the same location. This time a slider. So the count, 2 balls, no strikes on Gilliam. Here's the windup in the 2-0. Gilliam, and checks his swing. Good eye up there. And if you look over here at the pitch indicator, Drabek is just living low away there. Low and away on the left-hand side. All right, here comes the 3-0 from Drabek. And on 4 pitches, Jim Gilliam will get down to first. Now speed on the base paths for the Dodgers. Pee Wee Reese now. Drabek works out of the stretch and low and inside. So Doug Drabek, they're going to force Drabek to throw strikes. So I'm not surprised to see Pee Wee Reese just kind of resting the bat on the shoulder. So Drabek issuing the 4-pitch walk to Jim Gilliam. So this is ball 5 by Drabek. And here's the 1-0. And swinging on this one, little dunker. No, it is not. Little floater to short. So Doug Drabeck gets out of it. The Dodgers strand two, leaving him at the corners. We go to the fourth, and we're scoreless at Ebbets. And it will be the number 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Pirates, Van Slyke, Bonds, and Buechele. Andy, nothing for one. Bucco's 2 hits in this game. Spooner with 5 strikeouts. The lefty wheels and deals. This one in the outside corner, changeup, called strike. 0-1 on Van Slyke coming in from Spooner now. And this one outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Carl Spooner into his wind, and he fires it in. And this one in at the knees. Nice change up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Bucco center fielder. Spooner kicks and fires. Ball 2, so the count goes to 2-2. Spooner has the sign. The 2-2 coming home. Van Slyke swings, and this one, fly ball into medium right, and making the play is the Reading Rifle. 1 up, 1 down now for Barry Bonds. Bonds, nothing for one. Barry digs in on the left-hand side. Carl Spooner brings it to Bonds. And this one, hitting the outside corner, fastball for strike 1. Bonds back in the box. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bonds pops this one foul behind the plate, and this one will make the seats. All right, 0-2 on the Bucco cleanup hitter. Spooner deals. And Bonds fouls this one away. Count remains at 0-2. Spooner comes home with it. Bonds holds up his swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Barry. Spooner brings it. Here's the 1-2. And Bonds looks at a fastball. This one high and a bit inside. Count goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spooner comes home. And Bonds, a little excuse me thing, a little floater, and this one will bounce to the seats on the third base side. So Bonds and Spooner battling here. The 2-2 pitch once again to Barry. Bonds gets a little piece of that fastball. Spooner trying to mix it up here a little bit. And he can mix up his pitches. He's got a 2-2 pitch coming. And this one low and away outside, trying to get Bonds to chase. Bonds is not going to chase. The count goes full. Spooner winds and deals to Barry Bonds. Bonds swings, and this one laced to left, and a sliding catch out there by Sandy Amoros. This gets by him. And Bonds easily a double, perhaps a triple, but that one just an out. Let's look at that one again. Nice play in left field, 102.5 off the bat of Barry Bonds. So Amoros making a nice play. Look at the beautiful work. Look at the work here, just quickly, that Michael Silva has done. How about it? Good stuff. There's the brass rail sign, of course, and Abe Stark. If I didn't have this in the way, you'd see Abe Stark over here, Schaefer, Calvert, all that, gem razors. Man, and just the again, these are built from flat sketches, and Mike, actually, you have to move all the way around the park. Watch those YouTube videos and see what he does. You will be so impressed. All right, here's Steve Buechele now and against Carl Spooner. 2 away, no score here. Buechele, foul back. So this one, fastball by Spooner, the count, 0-1. Here's the wind and the delivery. Buechele swings. This one, just a harmless grounder to short. Pee Wee Reese to Gil Hodges. Side retired. The Buccos go in order. We go to the bottom of the fourth. This game moving faster than the Shanks game. We are scoreless. Yeah, it did. It actually did. And there are also, you will see in some years in Ebbets Field, Christopher, that you would have like what sort of look like 2 kind of coaching boxes, but really what they were like the bullpens. There was no room, right, in these old ballparks, and especially this one, which covered just a city block, really. So they had to keep building Ebbets kind of up. So the bullpens were the way they used to be in the old days, there and there. So it did have that weird pattern there. Good eye, good eye. Chris said, if you press number 1, yeah. So no need for clicking. I'm just so used to clicking, man. Because sometimes I like to look at, different players, their stats, how they did, whatever. But yeah. So just hit 1. And if you have your numlock key on, if you don't, you just hit 1. There we go. But I feel disconnected when I don't click. And this one, soft little liner into center field, and the Dodgers get their first hit of the game. So a cheer going up here at Ebbets as Duke Snider steps in. So Drabek with a little no-hitter. That one is gone now in the 4th. Drabek deals. And this one, fastball missing. Ball 1. Drabek ready to deal. The 1-0 pitch. And this fastball missing low. Ball 2. So again, Drabek living down in this lower left corner here. The 2-0 delivery to the Duke of Flag. Oh, throws over and the tag. Oh, that was close. Jeff King just missing getting Campanella. So quick move by Drabek. All right, Drabek peers in, has the sign. Here's the 2-0. And this one, a flare to left field, ranging toward the line and making the grab, is Barry Bonds. So one of the nice things about playing pitch by pitch is you get to see more things like that, and I love that. All right, here is the Reading Rifle batting with 1 down and 1 on. No score here at Ebbets Field. Drabek brings it. Furillo takes that one low, changeup missing, so ball 1, the 1-0. And this changeup in there for a called strike. Drabek now with the 1-1 count. Glances over at Campanella, peers home, the 1-1 pitch. Big cut and a miss by Carl Furillo. The count now goes to 1-2. Good strikeout battle going between Spooner and Drabek in this contest. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Drabek, who did have a very good curveball, comes with the hammer, and that is strikeout number 4. 2 down in the inning, and here's Sandy Amoros, who made that great catch in left field. Amoros, 0-for-1. Drabek deals. Amoros, this one in at the knees. So the count 0-1 on the Dodger left fielder. Campanella at first. Drabek with the 0-1 pitch. And this one painting the outside corner. The count quickly now 0-2. I got to stop here for a second. Pop quiz. Player in Action PC plays first game of doubleheader, gets injured. How do I mark him out for the day as he is gone for 10 days? And what day do I reactivate him? Action PC. So he's injured. How do you mark him out for a... Well, if he's... So how long... So... Oh, so he's gone? I don't know that you can change that. If he's out for 10 days, he's out for 10 days. If I'm understanding your question correctly, to reactivate a batter though on the roster screen, Clinton right-click and just click reactivate. That's pretty much it. And welcome in. Welcome to Ebbets. Oh well, if he's out, he shouldn't get put in. So if you want to, but if you wanted to make sure when that game comes up, set both players to human, and then go into that roster and inactivate that player for the second game. Then you'll be sure. That's the way I would do it. Okay. But it should keep him out for the 10 days. All right. Yeah, no offense here, right? Right, Bernie? All right, the 0-2 delivery from Doug Drabek. Swing and a miss. Drabek hanging up another K. And Brooklyn picks up a hit. They strand one, and we go to the top of the fifth. I didn't expect this game to be a pitcher's duel at all. 2 hits for the Bucks, 1 for Brooklyn, and that is it. Michael Lavalier, Jeff King, and Jose Lind. Spanky, nothing for 1. Spooner has fan 5. The lefty deals. Lavalier taking all the way. Fastball missing low and outside. The count 1-0. Here's a delivery to Lavalier, the 1-0. Lavalier fouls this one back. Count 1 ball and 1 strike on the Bucko catcher. Spooner spooning up the fastballs to Spanky. Here's the delivery. Looks like he might have taken a little bit off of that one. So this one tapped foul on the left-hand side. Nope. Yeah, he took about 2 miles an hour off of that fastball. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Spooner winds and deals. And Lavalier twisting toward the foul line, and this one will bounce into the seats in the third base side. So the count 1-2 on Spanky. Spooner winds and deals. And this one just missing on the outside. So ball 2, count 2-2. Spooner brings it. Lavalier cuts on this one and into short center and running in. And as you might expect it, Duke Snider making the catch, making it look easy. All right, 1 away now for Jeff King. Carl Spooner into his wind. King 0 for 1. And this one outside, ball 1, and this missing by a healthy country mile, I think. Spooner with the 1-0 delivery. And this one, pitch in the dirt. The count goes to 2-0 on Jeff King. Spooner might be pitching a little bit too fine to Jeff King. 2-0. And fastball taken, strike 1. 2-1 delivery now. Jeff King swings through this curveball. So the count even at 2-2 for the Bucko first baseman. Spooner wheels and deals the 2-2. Jeff King, did he hold up? Yes, he did. That pitch just a bit inside. Spooner trying to drop the hammer. The count goes full. Here's the wind and the pitch. And Jeff King swings. This one sent out to left field, running in on it and making the grab is Sandy Amoros. And that will be out number 2 for Jose Lind. Used to watch Jose Lind. You see films of him. He used to foul balls off all over the place. All right, Lind has one of the 2 Pirate hits in this game. Spooner deals. Lind swinging on the first pitch. High fly ball out toward right center, and Duke Snider is going to call it off. He's the boss out there. No runs, hits, or errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and we are still scoreless here at Ebbets. Damn it, we don't need another tie game. Harry Hooper, July 8th, 1914, injured shoulder first game, did not return until July 18th. Professor is at work. He says when he goes full board 1914, it will be perfect. Way to go, man. All right. Yes, he did, John. John wants to twist the dagger here, making that huge error in Game 7, 1992. Didn't get to see that game, but got some. Yeah, it was sad. What can I say, man? Oh well. All right, Gil Hodges, Don Hoke, and Carl Spooner. Drayback brings it. I've seen it many times, though. Hard grounder slap to short. Jeff King will take that one, 3 assisted. But how many times, man, I'm looking at the videos of that game, and who the hell is Francisco Cabrera? All right. Drayback now to deal to Don Hoke. Don Hoke walked his last time up, and Drayback starts him out low, so the count 1-0. Oh, it didn't, Bernie, because I didn't. You have to exit the game and back in for it to refresh. So, it'd be interesting to know who'll be the all-stars on that. So, I guess Bernie, you'll be doing the next game. Yeah, great game here, right? How you doing, Dwayne? Are you talking about the 1992 game? Yeah, great game. It actually was. It was. But whew. All right, here's the 1-0. And check swing. And the count goes 2 balls, no strikes. Draybeck deals to Don Hoke. And that's a strike in there. So Draybeck coming with the fastball. So Draybeck working fastball, curveball, fastball to Don Hoke. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Hoke swings. This one, soft liner to center. This will get down in front of Andy Van Slyke for a base hit. Hoke thought about second, but you're not going to run on Andy Van Slyke. Gold Glove center fielder. The man had a cannon. Bucko strung up the middle as far as Gold Gloves. Van Slyke, Jose Lind, and Jay Bell. And I saw Van Slyke, man. Van Slyke made some crazy throws from center field. Not quite Roberto Clemente, but he could whale the ball. All right, here's Carl Spooner batting with 1 down. And the throw to first, not in time. Don Hoke dives back under the Jeff King tag. Draybeck ready to deal. And the runner goes, bunted down the first base line. And the Buccos will go to first as King fires onto Lind on that play. Don Hoke moves to scoring position, 2 down. And we're back at the top of the order. Ford M. Bums and Jim Gilliam, who's nothing for 1 in the contest. Draybeck peering over his right shoulder as he's ready to deliver to Jim Gilliam. Don Hoke with speed at second. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. And Gilliam looks at a curveball for strike 1. Draybeck and Spooner battling it out. I believe 10 strikeouts between these two pitchers, 5 apiece. The 0-1. And the slider missing away. The count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Draybeck into the wind, and the 1-1, and fastball missing away. So 2-1. Draybeck working the outside on Jim Gilliam. Here's the delivery. Gilliam golfs this one to short. Jay Bell with the low throw on to first. King able to dig it out, and they get Jim Gilliam by a step. No scores. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Yeah, Dwayne Marsh saying that Braves not winning the World Series took until 1995, and you beat a tough team in that 1995 series. Can't take anything away from that. Yeah, JT Dutch says he keeps. So do I, man. Keep watching the ending of that game, hoping Bream will be out at home for a change. I know. God. And Sid Bream still lives in the Pittsburgh area, but a good guy, does a lot for charity. But still, Sid, how could you do that to us? Damn it. All right, it'll be Doug Draybeck, Orlando Merced, and Jay Bell due up for the Corsairs. Yep, Spooner at 5 strikeouts, too. So here we go. Here's the wind and the delivery to Doug Draybeck. Draybeck swings on the first pitch, sends this one out to right field, and it'll be Carl Furillo making the grab. So 1 up, 1 down. Cheers going up here around around Ebbets Field. Almost said Dodger Stadium. And here's Orlando Merced. He has nothing for 2 at the dish. Spooner with the wind and the delivery. Merced, strike 1 called. Merced turning around, saying a few words to the umpire, and this one borderline. But the ump giving Spooner the call. So the 0-1 pitch on its way. And this one, ball 1 high. So the count 1-1 now on Merced. Spooner, the 1-1. Merced taking fastball low. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Spooner bringing the heat today. Mainly a fastball pitcher. The 2-1 delivery. Merced, big cut and a miss. Way out in front of that pitch. So Carl Spooner pulling the chain on that one. Fooling Merced with the changeup. The count goes to 2-2. Campanella sets the target. Spooner into the wind, and the 2-2 delivery swung on. Harmless little grounder back to the mound, and Spooner will fire on to Gil Hodges for out number 2. So hitters on both teams absolutely flummoxed. These teams tied in all ways, 0, 2, and 0 across the board. Um, all right, thank you, Clinton. I'm here. Those 2 dinks. Thank you, man. Looking for it. Article about Salem, Mass, and a Boston Globe blurb to my collection of anecdotes for 1914. That's the year of the Miracle Braves, man. Last place in July 4th and win it all at the end of the season. All right, here is Jay Bell now batting with 2 down. Jay 1 for 2. Carl Spooner ready to deal. Bell. This one missing up high. Count 1-0. Spooner bringing it again. Here it comes. And Bell, high pop fly in the infield. This one should end the inning. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Pee Wee. 3 up, 3 down. We are scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 6th, Ebbets Field. I could not have predicted. I was expecting one of these other teams to go absolutely just bananas. So far, we have a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Doug Drabek will face the number 2, 3, 4 in the Brooklyn Dodger lineup. Pee Wee Reese, Roy Campanella, and Duke Snider. LaValliere sets the target. That's the other Gold Glover on this team. Drabek winds and fires. Pee Wee flied out as last time. This one, just a little dribbler to first. And Jeff King waving off Doug Drabek will take it to the bag himself. Pee Wee Reese with some pretty good speed, though. But Jeff King able to get to the bag first. 1 up, 1 down here for Campy. He is 1 for 2. Here's the delivery. Campanella taking. And that changeup. Missing low, ball 1 from Drabek. Drabek asking for a new ball. It's tossed out to him, rubbing it up. Here's the 1-0 delivery to Campanella. Campanella swings this one line down to right and twisting just foul. So Campanella a little late on that one, or this one is history. All right, Drabek ready to deal. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Campanella swings, and he straightens this one out deep to center field, and short of the track, and making the catch is Andy Van Slyke. Whew. So Campanella gives it a ride. We haven't seen a lot of long base hits in this game, and only 4 hits at all. So here's Duke Snider now, 0 for 2. Drabek delivers to the Duke. Snider flied out his last time up. Drabek starts him off with a curveball missing just inside. The 1-0 delivery. And Snider sends this one to center field, ranging toward the foul line in left. This one, he's trying to dive into the seats, but Bond's unable to get it. So, big foul there. Count 1-1 on the Duke of Flatbush. Here's Drabek's delivery. And Snider swings. 1 hopper to Jeff King at first. And that goes 1, 2, 3 for these Brooklyn Dodgers. We go to the 7th, and we are scoreless. As JT Dutch says that there have been no walks allowed by Carl Spooner. Indeed not. And 5 strikeouts. So he and Drabek right now battling out. All right, Spooner will face Van Slyke, Bonds, and Buechele here in the visitors' half of the 7th at Ebbets Field. And thanks again to Mike Silva for his brilliant work on these beautiful ballparks. Without them, I don't know, out of the park wouldn't be as fun of an experience. Van Slyke waiting for the delivery. Van Slyke swing. And this one bounced foul. The count, no balls, 1 strike now. Here's the 0-1 from Spooner. Van Slyke swings, fly ball, charging in on it, and making the catch is Duke Snider. So, center field here at Ebbets is the place where everything goes to die when the Duke of Flatbush is out there. All right. 1 down, Barry Bonds, 0 for 2. Carl Spooner winds and fires. Bonds taking all the way. This one, fastball missing outside and high. Count 1-0 on Bonds. Campanella sets. Spooner deals the 1-0. This one way inside. So 2 balls, no strikes to count. Here's Carl Spooner's delivery, the 2-0. Bonds swings right through this one. So Spooner coming back to the gas when he needs to. The count goes to 2-1 now on Barry. Spooner sets and delivers. And this one missing in the dirt. So count goes to 3-1 on Bonds. Spooner going to challenge him. Here's the 3-1. Bonds taking that one in there for a strike, so the count runs full now. Spooner ready to deal. Here is the wind and the payoff pitch to Barry Bonds. Bonds swings right through this one, looking like the 1992 NLCS or whatever. 1990, I should say. Bonds popping up, striking out, all that crap, mostly popping up. All right, 2 down. Steve Buechele, nothing for 2. Spooner ready to work. And this one, fastball missing. Count 1-0 now on Buechele. Spooner winds and deals. Buechele taking. Curveball missing upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Spooner into his wind. He delivers. Buechele, he'll take that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. Spooner shaking off Campanella. Now has one he likes. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Buechele swings, fly ball, deep center field. Will it be enough? And it will be a double. So extra base hit for the Buccos here with 2 down in the top of the 7th. Buechele comes through. We'll have another look at that because there hasn't been a lot to look at in this game. I thought that one cleared that gas heat sign out there, but Snyder playing it off the wall nicely, and Buechele on with a double. So the Buccos, yeah, I thought that was gone too, man. No, I didn't, Wayne. I did not. I didn't do anything more with that greatest hits. I looked at it. I'm like, this is something I want to savor. And I might do one little 10-minute thing just to show guys around again on a nighttime stream. That thing's brilliant, man. I didn't even know it was there. He must have just recently added that or something. I don't know, but I love it. I really, really do. So, just to show it off, but I don't want to spoil it for everybody. It's definitely worth getting. All right, Spooner to deliver to Michael LaValliere, and this one a dribbler to second. LaValliere doesn't have the speed, though. So the Buccos waste a double. Ugh. It is the middle of the 7th, and we'll let Aaron Reed channel his Harry Carey, Red Barber, Rosie Rosewell, Bob Prince, Lanny Fratteri, and Vin Scully to lead us in the singing of Take Me Out to the Ballgame. Yeah, right, Dwayne. Dwayne, maybe you want to feature a little bit on your channel or something too. I don't know. I mean, it's cool, guys. Baseball's greatest hits. I've never heard of it, and just yeah, it's great. All right, Carl Furillo to lead it off here. The number 5, 6, 7 slots due up for the Brooklyn Dodgers. It'll be Furillo, Amoros, and Gil Hodges. Carl Furillo. Nothing for 2. Draybeck with 5 strikeouts, 2 walks through 6 innings of work. Scoreless here in Flatbush. Here's the delivery to Carl Furillo. Furillo swinging on the first pitch. This one sinking liner to center, and this is going to get down to Van Slyke. In front of Van Slyke for a base hit. So the Reading Rifle leads it off with a single to center. And it's anybody's ball game now, so the go-ahead run on for the Dodgers. Here comes Sandy Amoros. Nothing for 2. Draybeck with a check of the runner. And this one, fastball in there for strike 1. Draybeck, this one just off the corner, or just on the corner in the outside corner. The 0-1. And this changeup missing inside. The count 1 ball, 1 strike. on Sandy Amoros. Amoros shows bunt on the 1-1, but this one in there for a strike. Amoros unable to get any ash on that ball. The 1-2 delivery from Draybeck. Amoros checks his swing. Says he held up. Count is a 2-2. Furillo has some speed at first. Here's the 2-2 delivery. And Sandy Amoros rips right through that fastball. And it's nothing but air. Doug Draybeck picks up his 6th K. 1 down. And here's first baseman Gil Hodges. And it took too damn long to get Gil Hodges in the Hall of Fame. Hodges sporting an 0 for 2 right now. Furillo leads off first. 1 down. Draybeck throws over, and Furillo dives back under the Jeff King tag. Good move again by Draybeck over to first. Keeping Furillo honest over there. Here's the pitch, and that one in at the knees for strike 1. All right, Draybeck from the set. Here's the delivery. And this one, chopper to second. Will the Buccos turn 2, 4, 6, 3? It's the pitcher's best friend. The inning-ending double play. The Dodgers pick up a hit. Nobody left. We go to the 8th. Still no score. All right, it will be Jeff King, Jose Lind, and we'll see if Draybeck will actually bat here in the 8th. Each pitcher working on a 3-hitter right now. JT Dutch says, I always thought Hodges was Hall of Very Good, but his popularity, notoriety put him in Hall of Fame. I think Hodges deserves it. I mean, not Hall. So I sort of think of him as not Hall of Immortal Hall of Famers, but certainly I think worthy of it. Got that Gold Glove out there, so integral. But yeah, you're talking about notoriety and popularity. So Gil Hodges, as JT Dutch knows all too well, had that terrible, terrible slump. I believe it was it 1952, JT, or something like that, right? And it's early in the season or something. The slump goes into 1953, so Catholic Mass, right? And Hodges was not a Catholic, by the way, but anyhow, so they're whatever the name of the church was too hot. The priest didn't want to do a homily. He said, look, just go home, say some Our Father, some Hail Marys, and pray that Gil Hodges breaks the slump. And that day, he went 4 for 4. So, nice little bit of Gil Hodges lore there. But I think that was, it was 52, and then in 53 is when that was broken. I always loved that story. All right, whether it is apocryphal or not, get the pun there, Big Clue. Whether it was apocryphal or not, who knows? All right, Spooner to deal to Jeff King to lead it off here. And Jeff King squeezed this one, just a rainbringer on the infield. And coming in and making the catch is Pee Wee Reese behind the hill. 1 up, 1 down. Jose Lind. 1 for 2. Spooner ready to work now to the Bucco second baseman. And Jose Lind swings and comes up empty on that fastball. So 0-1 on the Bucco second baseman. Spooner ready to deliver to Lind. Here's the pitch. Lind taking inside. So fastball misses. Count 1-1. Spooner rubs up the ball. Has the sign from Campanella. The 1-1 pitch to Lind. And Lind swings. This one just a little one-hopper to first. And Gil Hodges will take it to the bag himself. $2 up, $2 down. Looks like Doug Draybeck will be hitting for himself, and why not? Here's the delivery. And Draybeck looks at ball 1 outside. So Spooner just missing with the fastball. He winds and deals. Here's the 1-0. And this one. So Draybeck taking all the way. He's going to force Spooner to throw a strike to count 2 balls, no strikes. We'll see what Draybeck is allowed to do here as Leyland calling his shots from the dugout. 2-0 delivery. And it looked like, borderline pitch, and Draybeck swinging on that. So Spooner getting him to chase one low and inside on the curveball. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Spooner deals to Draybeck. Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. Spooner getting Draybeck. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, what the hell happened there? Let me see. Replay play-by-play. So swung and a miss. Okay, so it just goes to 2 and 2. I don't know. Somehow I was seeing that Draybeck already had 2 strikes on him. All right. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Spooner with the delivery. Draybeck swings. This one just a high fly twisting foul on the right-hand side, bouncing into the seats. And Draybeck stays alive. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Draybeck swings, and this one twisting foul. So Draybeck kind of just poking at the ball there, able to stay alive. All right, so in that one, Spooner dropped the hammer. Let's see if he just comes with the gas against Draybeck now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Draybeck swings, high fly ball to right field, going into foul territory and waiting for it and making the catch. No, it does. It makes the seats. Sorry. So that one didn't look like it bounced anywhere. Draybeck still alive. Here we go. So a lot of pitches. Draybeck seeing a lot of pitches at this at bat. All right. The 2-2 pitch once again from Spooner to Draybeck. Draybeck swings and he fouls this one again on the right-hand side. The count still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, how about it? World's Worst Gamer. Great at bat by Draybeck. Spooner deals. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Draybeck loses the battle. Spooner finally coming with the gas again. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We are scoreless here in Brooklyn. Don Hoke, Carl Spooner, and Jim Gilliam due up. Draybeck at 83 pitches as we head into the home half of the 8th. He has walked 2, each pitcher giving up just 3 hits. Here's the delivery to Don Hoke. Fastball missing for ball 1. Draybeck into his wind. Here's the 1-0. And this fastball also missing. So ball 2. Draybeck again living on that lower left-hand side of the plate against Hoke. Here's the 2-0 delivery. And this one, fastball in there for a strike. The count goes to 2-1. Don Hoke in the day 1 for 1. He's also walked against Draybeck. Here's the 2-1 delivery. And curveball. This one missing low. So 3-1. Draybeck going back downstairs again. The 3-1 coming in now to Don Hoke. And swung on. Bounced to second. And that will be leaned to King for the 4-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down now. Carl Spooner. And it looks like Spooner will stay in the game as well. Here is the pitch. Sacrifice bunt his last time up. Spooner swings on this fastball and misses. Strike 1. Good ball game here. Neither of these pitchers wanting to give up. Gotta love it. We don't need no stinking DH, right, Dwayne? Here's the 0-1. And this one grounded foul on the third baseline. So the count quickly 0-2, 1 away. Draybeck deals. And fastball missing just low. The count goes to 1-2. Jim Gilliam, the top of the order, waits on deck for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Lavalier sets. Draybeck deals. The 1-2, strike 3. And that one, Draybeck coming with a slider for strikeout number 7, 2 down. And we head back to the top of the Dodger order. Yeah, not sure why Jackie wasn't started either, actually, to be honest with you. Just let the computer pick it, and because, of course, Jackie could kind of play everywhere. Might see him as a pinch hitter, though. We'll see. All right. When we go to the Pirate 9th, it'll be the top of the order. Orlando Merced, Jay Bell, and Andy Van Slyke. All right, Jim Gilliam bats with 2 down here. And Gilliam takes inside ball 1, grounded out his last time up. Draybeck into his wind, and the 1-0 delivery. Gilliam Fastball missing away by Draybeck. 2 balls, no strikes. Lefty Gilliam tensing up now at the plate. Here's the 2-0. And fastball inside. Draybeck making a beautiful pitch there, painting the black in the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. LaValliere holding the leather up for Mr. Draybeck. Here's the 2-1 delivery. And Gilliam swings on this one. Fly ball to left, and ambling in on this one and making the catch is Barry Bonds for out number 3. So the Dodgers go in order, and we head to the 9th. No score here at Ebbets Field. Due up, Orlando Merced, Jay Bell, and Andy Van Slyke. Indeed, another pitcher's duel. I'm going to start calling this the curse of RJL Network, because he had all those tie ball games going on. Yeah, so when I do these, guys, when you feel like you want to make some lineup changes, let me know. I just went boom, and probably should have waited a couple more seconds. All right, Billy Lowe's will come on now. So Spooner's day is done. Billy Lowe's in 1955 went 10-4 for the Brooklyn Dodgers. He worked 128 innings and walked 46, struck out 85, an ERA of 3.59. He has good stuff, good control, average movement. He is a fastball pitcher. All right, Billy has finished his warm-up pitches. Orlando Merced, 0-for-3. Here's the wind and the pitch. And Billy Lowe's wasting no time. Fastball in there for called strike 1. Campanella sets up Billy Lowe's with the 0-1. And fastball missing low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Bucco right fielder. Billy Lowe's ready to twirl again. The 1-1 to Merced. This one outside. Curveball. 2 balls, 1 strike on Orlando Merced. Billy Lowe's ready to fire it in. Here it comes. And that one missing. So Billy Lowe's now finds him in the hole. 3-1 against Merced. See if Merced gets the green light on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Merced swings away and base hit center field. So the Buccos now have the go-ahead run on first. 4th hit by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And here comes Jay Bell in the number 2 slot. Jay has one of the Buccos for his hits. He is 1-for-3. Billy Lowe's checks Merced at second. Merced can steal the occasional base, and he is off with the pitch. Nice little bunt by Jay Bell. Sacrifice successful. Merced getting a good head start, and the Buccos now with a go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Andy Van Slyke, 0-for-3. Van Slyke do excellent contact. Decent power at times for Van Slyke. 14 taters in 1992 for the Bucco center fielder. Billy Lowe's ready to deal, and Van Slyke, good healthy cut. But this one fouled back. The count 0-1. Billy Lowe's brought the heat to Van Slyke. Here's the 0-1. Van Slyke checked his swing and held up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lowe's not filling Van Slyke on the changeup. Here's the pitch again. Van Slyke, swing and a miss. So pretty good pitch sequence here by Billy Lowe's now. It's 1-2. Lowe's coming with a fastball, the changeup, and then a fastball again. Keeping Van Slyke off balance is what you want to do. Billy Lowe's deals. Van Slyke swings. This one, line foul. This will make the seats on the left-hand side. The count remains 1-2. Merced at second. Billy Lowe's deals. And this one, just a little squibber back to the mound. The throw to first. They're not going to get Van Slyke. This could be huge. Van Slyke with the infield hit. That is number 5. And walking to the plate and hoisting a bit of ash is Barry Bonds. Runners at the corners, 1 down for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Orlando Merced at third. Andy Van Slyke at first. Bonds 0-for-3 in this game. Billy Lowe's from the stretch to Barry Bonds. And Bonds, curveball. This one bounced foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, or no balls, 1 strike on Bonds. Campy sets, Lowe's, throw over, and Van Slyke back easily. Van Slyke, a bit more speed there at first. Lowe's, good move to first. Here's the pitch. Bonds takes this 0-1 pitch out line to left, and oh, this one just foul by inches. So Bonds back in the box, the count 0-2. Lowe's from the stretch delivers. Bonds taking this one, the 0-2 pitch, low and inside. So 1-2 now. Big chance for the Bucks here. Lowe's trying to induce the double play. Here's the pitch. And this one, golfed foul. So Bonds still alive. The 1-2 pitch. Billy Lowe's once again from the stretch. Bonds swings and wraps this one to left field. Measuring it up and making the catch is Sandy Amoros. Tagging and coming home is Orlando Merced. And in the top of the 9th inning, the Pirates break it, the tie, and now lead 1-0. So 2 down, Van Slyke at first. And coming into pinch hit now is Don Slott. So Steve Buechele is done. So Slott he was 88 for 255 in 1992. 4 home runs, 37 ribbies, a 345 average. All right, Van Slyke leads off first. Billy Lowe's checks the runner, deals to Don Slott. Slott swinging on the first pitch, and this one twisting foul right-hand side, and Perillo pulls it down in foul territory. But the Bucks pick up a huge run on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 9th in what has been a crazy pitcher's duel. The Pittsburgh Pirates leading the Brooklyn Dodgers 1-0. And it will be the number 2, 3, 4 in the lineup for the Dodgers. And thank you guys for hanging out for game number 2. Pee Wee Reese, Roy Campanella, and Duke Snider. So Drabek is at 96 pitches. Jimmy Leyland will probably get the bullpen going here. Drabek wanting to get a complete game win here against a world championship team. Drabek ready to deal now to Pee Wee Reese. First pitch in there for strike 1. So Drabek starting out with a changeup against Reese. LaValliere with the signs. Drabek with the 0-1 delivery. And this fastball misses low. Count 1 ball, 1 strike on Pee Wee Reese. So, all right, JT, that's what we'll do. If it gets to Sandy Amoros, we'll bring in Jackie. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And nice breaking ball. Little hammer in there for Doug Drabek. So that's a called strike. The count 1 ball, 2 strike in the Dodgers center fielder. Drabek with the 1-2 delivery to Pee Wee Reese. Reese swings, and this one scorched to center field. It gets down in front of Van Slyke for a base hit. And the tying run is aboard, and the potential winning run comes to the plate in the form of Roy Campanella. Campanella 1 for 3 in this ball game. Campanella. So the outfield playing very deep, as you can see, and infield guarding the lines. Reese with speed. Here we go. Doug Drabek deals. And this one, swung on, but Campanella getting around too early on that pitch. Loved that fastball, would like that one back again, but the count 0-1 on Campanella. Drabek ready to deal again. Movement in the Pirates bullpen. We'll see. Here's the 0-1. And this one, curveball missing outside. The count goes to 1-1 on Campanella. Drabek ready to deal. And this one in there for a strike. So Drabek painting the inside corner. The count goes to 1-2. And Duke Snyder waits on deck, and following him, Carl Furillo. And Tex Aggs is saying no double plays. Drayback deals. Swing and a miss, and this could be, it's the 8th strikeout for Doug Drayback, and that was a monster strikeout. So Drayback coming with a slider on that last pitch, 82 on the gun. All right, here is the Duke of Flatbush. So far, Snyder fruitless in 3 attempts. The great center fielder steps in against Doug Drayback. Both pitchers have pitched a whale of a ball game. Here's the wind and the delivery, and that went in. Called strike, so Doug Drayback working inside to Snyder. No, the 0-1 pitch coming, and this one, fastball, just missing the corner and the out, actually pretty far outside. So the count 1-1. Drayback ready to work. And this one, Snyder looks at a fastball that misses away, ball 2. So 2-1, Drayback trying to pitch very fine to a very, very dangerous hitter. Drayback checks the speedy Pee Wee Reese at first. The 2-1 delivery. Snyder, big swing and a miss on the slider. The count even at 2-2 now in the Duke of Flatbush. Snyder not known for hitting into double plays. Drayback delivers the 2-2. Snyder, swing and a miss. Unbelievable. Doug Drayback, 2 big Ks in the inning. First Roy Campanella, then Duke Snyder. It is down now to Carl Furillo. Pitch by pitch is almost a different game and a better game, I think. So, yeah, thanks, Christopher, for kind of inspiring me to get back into this again. Even though I don't have the voice you have, man, I'm having a blast doing a game this way. All right, can the Reading Rifle make a difference? He is 1 for 3. Pee Wee Reese at first. Doug Drayback looking for a complete game, 4-hit shutout. 9 strikeouts for Drayback. What a performance from him. Here's the delivery to Furillo, and slider missing inside, ball 1. Ray Miller sort of pacing a little bit nervously there. See if he comes out to visit Drayback. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And the outside corner in there for a strike. The count 1-1 on Furillo. 2 down. Reese at first. Drayback with the 1-1 delivery. Furillo swings, and this one pounded to right. And you can kiss it goodbye. In the bottom of the 9th, Carl Furillo walks it off. A 2-run homer. And the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers defeat the 1992 Pittsburgh Pirates 2-1. Wow. Oh my God. What a ball game this one was. Oh damn. What a game. That was a great one for both teams. Man, heartbreaker for the Bucks, but holy moly. All right, so the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers, in dramatic fashion today, took Game 1 from the Pittsburgh Pirates in a walk-off win. And Brooklyn takes his 2-1 behind. A good day from starter Carl Spooner. The left-hander threw 8 innings of shutout ball in the wind, which gave the Dodgers forget it. It's talking about a World Series here. Anyhow, the game ended with a bang in the bottom of the 9th. With Brooklyn trailing 1-0, Furillo jumped on a 1-1 curveball from Drayback for a 2-run shot. He went the opposite way on that one. So the Dodgers walk it off. What a ball game. Even though my Buccos lost, this was amazing. What a game, man. One of the most fun I've ever done. So Drayback in a losing cause, 8 2/3, struck out 9, walked 2. And it was that home run. Spooner went 8 innings and struck out 7. Didn't walk anybody. Drayback had walked 2. Billy Lowe's, however, gets the win, worked an inning in relief, gave up one earned run, and that was in the top of the ninth. So the Buccos held the lead for not even an entire half inning. What a game. What a ball game. Oh, it's all good. You know what, Bernie? You lose a game like this, it's a heartbreaker, but damn it, it was a fine game, and I love my Buccos, but it was a thrill to see Ferrillo just tag this. I was hoping though, right? Is Drebeck, right? He gets Campanella, he gets Snyder. It's like, come on, you can get the Reading rifle, and well, the rest is virtual digital history. And that is it. Uh, Nathaniel saying these last 2 nights have been a gem. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And Clinton says, follow Professor Style, hit the like. Children, guys, thank you very, very much for hanging out with me. And we're going to say our good nights here. I'm going to go watch another mob movie. Watched one last night that was about Machine Gun Jack McGurn, who, of course, was not Irish. Anyhow, Texag says one of the best games in a while, even over the 14-inning game night before. Oh, my God, I was afraid this one was going to go extras. I'm so glad Pee Wee Reese was on. Ferrillo hits a home run, and both of these teams pretty deep. All right, guys, you are so welcome, JT Dutch. So good to see you again, man. So my thank you to Ed, Cousin Ken. That means a lot. It says instant classic. Hell of a game it was. All right. I definitely will, Clinton. I'll answer back probably tomorrow. Thank you to the Professor Clinton Parks, to JT Dutch. Always good to see you in the heart and soul of our channel. Cousin Ken Castro, Tex Ag 75, Nathaniel Lentz. Always good to see you, buddy. Bernie Strom, Red Sox scholar extraordinaire, world's worst gamer, the Enforcer. There, I remembered. Again, 2 nights in a row. Dwayne Martz, looking forward to more of your broadcasts, of course. Hopefully you're going to be doing a Howie Shanks game. I think Bernie's going to be doing one. I know, again, he's going to be away for a couple weeks visiting grandkids, guys. John DFW in the ballpark tonight. Steve Tate was with us. Christopher Slovic as well. Todd B hung out with us for a while. Always good to see you, Todd, man. Always bringing some good levity. Max Cornelius was with us tonight. 2 nights in a row. That is certainly cool. Doug Hunt, thank you. This was his first time in this in my channel. MV was here. RJO Network. Also, did I say Legend Sports Universe? I'll say it again. Big Clue. God, I hate this. Tsukuni 007, love it. He was here tonight. Thank you. Haven't seen him for a little while here. Michael Silva. Great to see you, Michael. We will get to chatting. Whew. And let me see. Mr. Wrestling has been a long time away, and he was here tonight at the ballpark. And I don't know. I forget who was first. I think Carlos Yaz might have been in here. So whoever was first, you know who you are. The Robbie Wertberg doll is on the way. Good night, everybody, and thank you. And we'll see you round the batting cage. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you.